been like 9 months, dude, at this time.
Yeah, it's easy to forget. I forgot for some reason. I was thinking it was like 9 o'clock. I don't know why.
Well, it's 9 o'clock for me.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it is. Oh, you know what? Yeah, because it's like the time change for the time being.
Yeah, well, we had moved it to 9 whenever we did, when Hearth stopped showing up regularly or whatever. Remember, it used to be 10:30. When we did it, you and I had the same time. And then when the time switched, where I'm an hour ahead now or behind, whatever.
Yeah,
an hour ahead. And we ended up just leaving it at 9 o'clock my time.
Yeah, because it was easier. Yeah, I usually don't have problems remembering.
Today, no, it's the first time.
Not a good day for remembering. Well, I don't think it's the first time we're we've probably been late before.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's the quality people can expect from this crap show. I mean, this amazing cinematic experience.
Yes, chronically underappreciated show that we do here.
You know, there's nobody watching, so we don't have to pretend we think we're cool.
Yeah.
Gaming isn't here to yell at us. Satan isn't here to yell at us. I'm not sure what to do now.
Yeah, I don't know if I can handle not being insulted like constantly. I'm not sure what to do with myself.
Oh man, I
suck. That's fucking awful. I should just stop talking. Don't start insulting myself until Satan and gaming show up, dude.
God damn, dude. Oh man, well before they get here, I actually ran into like a couple of fucking hackers today on the game. I was surprised on Sea of Thieves, I should say.
I know what game you're talking about.
It's so fucking rare. It's super uncommon to run into people hacking because it's just like, I don't know, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of point to it.
Right.
Like I've maybe run into, since the beginning of the game, like maybe 3 other people.
Yeah, what were they doing?
One dude clearly had the X-ray mod where you can like see through the walls and shit, so you know where everybody is, regardless of like what's between you.
Oh, gotcha.
And so he found like the person on the fort like super fast because like nobody could, like you can't sneak up on somebody, which you should be able to in the game. For the most part, it's not that hard, but he saw her coming and shot her like way before like it was even remotely possible. And then the other guy was shooting me in the front below deck in the boat, which isn't possible.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure there's an aimbot involved because it's a pretty fucking magic bullet otherwise.
God damn.
So but like I said, it's super uncommon. Like it was kind of, you don't really see that very often, but it was a shame.
Yeah, I would catch them on occasionally on back when I played Star Wars Battlefront. You know, it was pretty fucking obvious sometimes. You're like, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's some impossible shit, dude.
Yeah, and it's like they're also doing a thing where they're going to nerf one of the mechanics that it probably will be for the better of the PvP experience. You can like cycle through 2 guns really quick and just shoot one in the other because there's like a long reload time because they're all flintlock weapons. And so what they do is it's like an insta kill, it's like a one hit kill essentially. Right. It basically takes all the fun out of like the PvP experience because what's really fun is like, you know, engaging in like this, you know, 20 or 30 second long like sword gun battle across the ship. Like that's fucking cool, right?
Right.
Like you're in Pirates of the fucking Caribbean. So it just basically turns it into like boring fucking, they're just gonna camp and there's nothing, there's no back and forth. Like it doesn't, you know, they're gonna win no matter what, and it's just gonna be camping because they're, you know, fucking Fortnite 12-year-olds.
Right,
you know, nothing to be done about it. It just takes the fun out of the game.
Yeah, that sucks.
I mean,
understood that cheating though. Like, I don't know, man. I guess if you're going to be the type of person that is going to cheat, you're going to be the type of person that can actually somehow take pride in your accomplishments from cheating. You know what I mean? Like, well, again, if you're going to be a cheater, your head's probably a little screwed up that way anyway. But like, those people also seem to be the ones that talk shit. Like, yeah, I'm fucking badass. Like, motherfucker, you're cheating.
Like, that's how you got that. You're trash. You're the worst player ever. I'm like, you got an aimbot, man. Like, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
You shot me where bullets aren't physically capable of going in the game normally. Like, you can't actually shoot people like that, but you did.
Yeah. So. You found the one remote control bullet gun.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, the funny part about it was, so ironically, one was on a sloop and one was on a brigantine. So it was like 3 boats, like two other boats and our boat fighting for this skeleton fort, which was just for the shit. Like, we were just like fucking around at the end of the game. But like, the fort had been finished and somebody went on and hid the key. So we don't know if anybody has ever got the fort. Like, we basically think there's a good chance nobody ever ended up walking away with the fort because it was like one hacker on each team.
Right.
The sloop team was a little better just in general, like maneuvering and keeping out of range, though not great. The brigantine team was just genuinely like bad at the game. And without the aimbot, we sunk their boat first, and then like without the aimbot, I don't think they would have had a chance. It wouldn't have been very effective. But whatever. I mean, like, at the end of the day, it didn't fucking matter.
Yeah, you can just avoid the fucking assholes.
Well, and like I said, man, I've been playing like probably a few hundred hours at least, 400 or 500 hours in that game at this point, and I've only run into like maybe 4 or 5 people that hacked, like out of like hundreds. Bad. So I'm not. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah. Are there? They have central servers, or is it? Well, I know, like, if it's like if the game's not running through like a central server, like, it's like incredibly easy to cheat. All right. Like, that's why a lot of PC games have rampant cheating, like on the the Battlefront. Apparently on PC, like the original Star Wars Battlefront was just, it's fucking nobody played it because everybody was cheating.
Is that console, it became like rampant to the point where it was like, you guys, this is just not fun anymore?
Yeah, because if you're just running off of essentially using everybody's computers to run it, you know what I mean, to act as the servers, again, it's incredibly easy to hack into that. But again, if it's a central server, that's set up by the game, by EA or whatever.
Oh, okay. So in this case, it's off of the Xbox Live server, so it's definitely not client side.
Yeah.
So they have all the servers. So odds are good that the 2 people that were cheating, if it was legit cheating, because I could always just be wrong and I'm just salty because I wasn't as good as them. Like, whatever.
Yeah, but it sounds like.
But if they are cheating, odds are pretty good that they'll end up banned within like a couple of days or a week at most. They don't last long. Rare actually keeps logs of everything.
Right.
So it's fairly easy to like. They just go find it, and like they can go back and look through the session at roughly the time. The girl I was playing with actually reported one guy because she was like, "Yeah, it was complete nonsense. Like, there's no way he should have been able to do that without a hack. Like, it's just not possible." So she reported him, so he's likely gone already. Like, I'd be surprised if they're not like gone already. He is,
right.
Provided, like I said, it was hacking. But you never know. Like, I mean, they claim they've been booting people left and right, and from what I've seen, it's correct. They said they haven't seen
that much, then most likely.
Well, but the thing is, in Sea of Thieves, everything's cosmetic, so you don't really get anything that matters or is like other than like that one specific like piece of loot you're fighting for or whatever.
Right.
There's really nothing to really gain or lose. Like, that's that important to anything like outside the game. So there's not really a lot of motivation for hacking.
Gotcha.
Like, there's nothing you can show off to your friends, I guess. I mean, like, oh, I got a really cool looking boat. Like, yeah, I don't really care.
Right. Yeah. Congratulations, buddy.
Although I don't know, I'm not a kid, so I don't know if that like would matter today.
Yeah, who knows?
And then
yeah. What's that? It sounded like a fucking sonar ping.
Oh, I must have my knife.
Yeah. Oh wait, you flushed it. It sounded like a toilet flush that time. It's moving around. What are you moving around, dude?
I was moving a knife on my desk. That's weird.
Oh,
man.
Okay. Yeah, it came across really weird. It sounded like the first time. It literally sounded like a sonar ping, like you hear on fucking a submarine, dude. And then it sounded kind of like a toilet flushing.
Oh, I don't know. I'm also chewing on a couple of antacid tablets, but I don't imagine that would be.
Yeah, I don't think
they're not very. They're kind of soft. Well, what's up, Loki? How's it going, man? I don't know where gaming is. I think he died or something, or he's streaming on his own channel. I think.
Yeah, he was streaming earlier. I know. I'm always afraid to go on there until he gets laid again. I'm gonna get yelled at.
He got laid, but apparently it wasn't a very good laid.
Oh, that's probably even worse. Oh, great. All right, gaming. I'm coming over. I'll fucking do you right. Get you in a good mood.
Oh man. Oh, somebody put out a tweet for Game of Thrones where it's just nothing but like different topless scenes of the various actresses.
Oh, really?
That's pretty funny.
Nice.
And then there's like one naked guy. I don't know why they included the naked guy. That seems odd.
Yeah, to mess with you. Like, hey, look at all these hot chicks. Here's some cock for you. I'm gonna slip this cock one in. Just to fucking kill your boner. Yeah, I really want to watch
there's a lot of
show,
dick in porn. A lot of people watch porn, and there's a whole lot of dick in there, and it doesn't seem to bother guys. So,
oh, yeah, we never look at that. We just look like in there, like right around the dick, but we're never looking at the dick.
It's like, I don't even notice the dick. It's not even there in my mind, man.
Damn. There's a fucking Beavis and Butthead, and he's like, "No, you're looking at the penis too." He's like, "No, I was looking around it, but I wasn't looking at the penis."
Oh, that's a trip. Oh man, I was watching a fucking. Oh, let's see here. Oh, gaming is sleeping. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Poor little fella, he's all tuckered out.
I don't know if I'd use tuckered out for gaming. Satan, perhaps, but gaming, not so much.
No, Satan's just straight up passed out. He's well beyond.
No, he's all tuckered out because he's the youngest of the group.
Oh yeah,
so it works.
Just fighting, dude. Oh man, I just thought of something, dude. Anytime he's getting like especially cranky, we should probably tell him that he's overtired and he's just fighting sleep, like you do with a fucking toddler.
Oh, God.
Oh, you're just fighting sleep. Come on, just go to bed. Just go to sleep, little buddy.
Yeah, but he might. Which would be funny in and of itself. So,
or I get really mad. I'm not overtired. You're just cranky. You're just cranky. You need a nap.
Sounds like somebody needs a nap. That might be too far.
Nah, I think that'd be perfect, dude. I can't imagine getting really fucking fired up, dude.
Oh man. Oh, what was it? Oh, fucking. So, what do you think's gonna happen with this wall, the Trump shutdown, and all that stuff?
Yeah,
I'm curious.
I think they'll eventually fucking cave in, dude.
Yeah, I get the feeling that it's like a lost cause. Like they don't have much chance of preventing it.
I don't know that there's anywhere near the amount of people that are that adamant against the wall as fucking idiots like Pelosi and Schumer think there are.
Well, I don't think they think there are. I think they're trying to convince people that there's not enough. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to convince people that there's not enough people who want the wall to make it happen. Everybody hates the wall. Nobody likes the wall. Like they're trying to tell people that so that they'll start to believe it as opposed to actually their own opinion.
Oh, fuck,
said dude. He thinks we'll get it.
Yeah, dude, did you see the thing with Acosta in the wall down in, where is it, McAllen, Texas, I think it was?
Oh, we're like
He's like, look, they have the wall like that Trump wants, and look, there's nobody trying to cross. And he thought it was like a gotcha thing. That guy's such a fucking moron.
You just proved this point, dummy.
Yeah, dude. And literally, I didn't know what the god damn it. These fucking headphones are too loud. Literally, I'm using the word literally. Never mind. But anyways, apparently there was some meme that went around with it was like a Dear Diary thing, I guess, for like literally everything that Acosta said, right? And Trump actually picked up on that and used that. Like he used this fucking story, the video of fucking Acosta, and the tweet was just him retweeting that and just saying Dear Diary.
Oh, nice.
It was fucking brilliant, dude. Oh man, that was pretty fucking amazing.
Trump on Twitter is fucking brutal. He is so brutal. And I love how they try to pretend like he only got like 35,000 likes on a tweet. It's like, let's not pretend that he's not getting way more than that and you're just not reporting it accurately.
Yeah.
We could pretend that, but Trump is way too like well known and popular at this point.
Yeah.
He tweeted out earlier. This one is from like a couple hours ago. Regarding like Elizabeth Warren's little shitty video, he put out like a little clip of her video that she put out, and he said, if Elizabeth Warren, often referred to by me as Pocahontas, did this commercial from Bighorn or Wounded Knee instead of her kitchen with her husband dressed in full Indian garb, it would have been a smash. Like, god damn, dude.
Oh man. But yeah, it's that's the funny thing is like I mean everybody at Twitter is essentially way left leaning as far as management and shit, but he's still able to use it incredibly effectively against the media and all that shit, man.
It blows my mind how many times they just like, oh, the big story is Trump said this on Twitter, and it's like, really? You're fucking dumb.
Yeah, come on. That's the big story? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they freak out about everything, and he knows it, and he kind of fucking uses that to his advantage, man. He's a lot more shrewd than fucking people give him credit for, dude.
I think it was Satan that said he's like a mud monster.
Yeah. What the fuck is
like? It doesn't matter how much mud you sling, he just gets bigger. Right. It doesn't hurt him.
Yeah, you're essentially adding to his fucking mass, basically.
Yeah. You're not actually doing any damage. He's a mud monster. You sling as much mud as you want. You're just gonna make him bigger and more powerful. Like it's not.
Yeah. Not only are you not hurting him, but you're making him stronger.
Yeah, you're feeding the beast essentially. I was explaining that to a couple of people on one of the boats I was sailing on a few days ago. Like, and we all had a good time. Obviously, we don't agree on politics. They were bashing Trump, and like whatever. I don't really give a shit. But I was like, it's not gonna succeed. Like the media just doesn't seem to get that you can't sling mud at him and get anywhere.
Yeah, he's way better at than you are.
Yeah, like Loki said, he's making them look more crazy as all together too. Like they just look fucking nuts.
Yeah, the fact that they're still sticking to, like the fucking Trump Russia shit. Like, I think, again, other than the fucking far left lefties, that, again, their minds aren't going to be changed anyway. But anyone that is capable of critical thought by now realizes the Trump Russia shit is nonsense. And they still won't let it go, dude.
Dude, they're selling it to people like my parents. Like, my parents get high as fuck every night and watch that fucking Rachel Madcow shit. And fucking trade conspiracy theories about how Trump is going to take over and shit. Oh, he's trying to get generals in place so that he can take over the military and give it to Russia. And it's like, fucking, it's been 2 years, dude.
Yeah.
You think if the Russia takeover was going to happen, it'd be done by now. Why would he wait 2 fucking years to hand over the reins of power to Putin? Why bother? Like, if y'all think Russia's going to take over and shit, like, he would have done it by now.
Yeah. No, but again, that's, like I said, those are the type of people that are not going to, they're not going to listen to anything else. Their minds aren't going to be changed.
Yeah, well, those are the people that think this is Obama's economy. Like, it took 8 years of nothing and 2 years of Trump's for, like, Obama's economy to finally kick in.
Yeah, it was Obama's 10-year plan, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what presidents operate. They're like, I don't want anything good happening until a couple years after I leave.
Yeah, that's usually the best political plan.
Yeah, Jesus, dude.
That's how that works out really well for everybody, I think.
So fucking silly, dude.
Man, I guess gaming and Satan are not on tonight. All right, cool.
Yeah,
this is an old school fucking show.
A lot, you know what I mean? Like Satan will not show up, or gaming will not show up. But yeah, I think that's the first time in a really long time that both of them haven't showed up.
Loki says, "I hate the fact that gas costs less now." Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. Bullshit. When we were in Obama, it was $4 a gallon. I want those days back.
Oh God, yeah.
Dude, I remember that shit because I was working in fucking Phoenix, which is a good, 45-minute drive. It's all freeway.
Yeah.
It's nice. Like I worked on the very southern edge of Phoenix, like right before you hit traffic and shit. But still, it was like a 45-minute drive, there and back. $4.25 a gallon or whatever it was. Yeah, it was fucking vicious, dude.
Yeah, I think I had a half-hour drive when that shit was going on. But I was working day shifts, so I was making more money. But yeah, you never notice how bad the fucking cost of gas is until you actually have to drive more than like 10 minutes to work. And then you're like, oh shit. That's fucking all my fucking paycheck going and just fucking feeding the gas tank on my shitty car.
Yeah. No, I remember because there were days when I'd sign up to work extra like on a Sunday or something. And they tried to send me home like, oh, it turns out we don't need you. And I'm like, dude, like I'm fucking staying here for I'm working for at least 2 hours. So I at least don't. It didn't cost me money to get up here. Like, all right, I'm working at least 2 hours. You don't want me to work the 6 hours I signed up for. That's fine, but I'm not losing money on this fucking deal.
Dude, I don't blame you. We have a guarantee in our contract that if you show up for work and they have to pay you minimum 2 hours. Same kind of thing. It's like you got to get 2 hours before, and they can send you home whenever they want, but
you're getting paid 2 hours.
2 hours minimum if they fuck up and don't tell you ahead of time. Oh, Loki says he kidnapped Satan in gaming. That's why they're really not here. Dude, that'd be fucking funny because Satan's the one who's always talking about finding people and stabbing them and shit.
Yeah, shit. Turns out it's Loki all along.
Loki, the quiet guy over in the corner, was just like, I'll find you. It's cool. You'll be in my fucking basement one day.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you about it like that dumbass.
Yeah, you don't want to see it coming.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to telegraph that kind of thing. It's silly.
Yeah. That's if you let them know ahead of time, they might be able to avoid it. Yeah, you don't want them planning out like a defense and shit.
Indeed.
I wonder, oh, he says we'll be next, but now we know.
Nah, you ruined the surprise element of surprise, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want my birthday, surprise birthday party, warning about it. That's not fun.
Precisely.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to make a fucking keto birthday cake for my brother now.
That should be fun.
Yeah, no flour. That no grain products, so no flour of any kind. That'll be great, like almond flour and weird shit like that.
Although almond flour seems to work fine. I've used it for cookies and shit.
Yeah, I mean it does. Yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'm sure it won't be too bad, but it's gonna be weird. I don't know, man. After a while, your tastes change when you don't have sugar for so long, and it's just right. Do I really want to have much fucking candy and cakes and shit? Not really,
Yeah, I'd imagine I'm way used to it.
Oh, Loki says if you tell Satan in gaming, they just blow it off. So they don't take it seriously enough, so it wouldn't matter.
I see.
Oh man, I'm actually kind of surprised. Or did we actually piss him off to this point?
Did we do anything last time?
I don't think we have. I was just kidding. Yeah.
Did gaming finally tire of me talking about how gays aren't people?
Well, that's just common sense.
That's just fact. That's not even.
I don't know why you would be upset by that. That's just true. All right, here we go. I thought this one was kind of funny. A little snippet here. Cindy Crawford apparently got confused for Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, wow.
He got real upset about it. She's even 17 years younger than that dude is.
Wow.
Oh, that was it. Just like that,
I can kind of see the resemblance, though. Shit.
It is a little. It kind of makes you a little ashamed that you fapped to Cindy Crawford, at some point in your life. I'm sure everybody has. I know I have.
Or was it? Maybe it was Jenner back when he dressed in drag years ago.
Secretly, they're the same person.
Crawford wasn't even in that city that night, but Jenner was. Because apparently he used to fucking dress up in drag like when he'd be out on the road and shit.
Oh, he just like fucking sneak out of his fucking trailer in like women's clothing.
Yeah, like way back, like 20, 30 years ago or whatever.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. It's always like he had a whole supermodel career the whole time because he really is the woman of the year.
It turns out he is Cindy Crawford. Or Cindy Crawford side of his personality has to pretend that he's really upset.
Straight up, dude. Straight up. That would be pretty fucking funny.
That's a solid one. I want
to put
that on Reddit and let them run with that theory.
I'm waiting for like the social justice warrior pushback of people being on like Cindy Crawford's case, being like, why aren't you proud to look like Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah, she's
a beautiful.
What do you
mean it's bad?
She's a very handsome woman. I think you should always refer to her as handsome. You can never use beautiful. It's always got to be handsome.
Handsome woman. God damn. Oh, Loki says, don't mind the people outside of your house in a van later. Just don't worry about it.
Fair enough. I never do.
Man, that's what I got to do. I got to save up for a fucking van.
Yes, live the van life.
Get rid of my station wagon. Oh God, no. That sounds awful. I fucking I was watching that.
Why are you disowning it now, dude? You fucking love that shit.
Oh, I love that shit as like a concept for like a weekend warrior kind of thing where you go camping every couple of weeks, like for a weekend.
No, you have to fucking live it permanently and pretend that you have a choice.
And pretend that you have a choice.
I could live in a house, but why when I can live in this van?
Dude, I was watching this.
It's got my shit pile over here in the corner.
My bucket of fucking feces.
Right.
My bucket of feces and bags. Well, that's what a lot of them do. Like they'll build like a little cabinet where they just put like a 10-gallon bucket or a 20-gallon bucket, whatever those like the standard ones you get from like the hardware store.
Mm.
And well, then they'll just like put a couple of bags in it, like grocery bags, trash bags, cheap like Walmart trash bags, whatever, like double bag shit.
Wow.
And then they'll just fucking like shit into that and then fucking double bag it and fucking stick it in the bottom of the bucket until they get like halfway full and then just throw it in the dumpster or something.
Wow.
Like, like dogs, you can pick up your dog shit and throw it in the dumpster. So I assume that doesn't really like hurt anything.
Pick up your people shit, throw it in the dumpster.
Oh, Loki says in a van down by the lake. I think it was down by the river. We're going to live in a van down by the river. I think that was the...
Yeah, fucking Matt Foley
thing.
Yeah, Chris Farley's Matt Foley, the motivational speaker. It's fuck.
But this dude he was doing this documentary on why van life has exploded. Hey, what's up, Mad Metal Man? And he managed to find nothing but the most hipstery douchebag Instagram van life people.
Wow.
Because what makes it fun to watch videos on it is there's some fucked up people out there.
Right.
Just like, fucking crazy. God damn, I don't think it'd be safe to be in the same fucking area as that dude in the van.
Like the reason this guy's in the van is because nobody will fucking live with him because he's fucking insane.
Those are the fun videos to watch where you're like, I think that dude might stab this guy later. This might be the last van tour.
You're gonna hear a fucking update about it. Like, all right, I'm out on bail. This might be my last video. I might be it might be my last video for 3 to 5 years. Depending on if I get paroled or not.
Yeah, if I get parole, good behavior. Oh my god. Yeah, like in my area, because I'm in California, like so there's all sorts of areas where I can go parking like in my like easily within an hour. If I want to drive 2 or 3 hours, it's even more. Great places to camp, like out on the beach or like up by fucking like some rivers and in the fucking mountains and shit up in the redwoods.
Right.
So if I were to buy a van and kit it out, that'd be like a real cheap way to just go get away for like, 2 days once in a while.
Yeah, you don't even have to fucking camp. It's all fucking there, ready to go.
Don't have to fucking put up a tent, take the tent down, all that other nonsense. And if you, save up probably, there's people that put in like crazy fucking over the top, like they make it like an RV essentially, where they got like, refrigerators and shit that work like that.
Right.
But you get a propane fridge, fucking propane gas cooking top, and then one of them little I guess they're called buddy heaters or something like that. If you really want like heat, like if you're gonna go in the winter, because here it's not really winter in California like it is in like Minnesota.
Right.
You could go camping on the weekends and it'd be, $20 for fucking campsite for the night, or $40 for a weekend, and just having a fucking cook some fucking hot dogs over a fire and enjoy your weekend, and then go back to work, and it's all good.
Yeah.
Man, that's just the finer points of mobile living. And like Loki said, vans are good for kidnapping. You need to.
Yeah, there's always that.
Yeah. The only thing I figure is if I put a bed like permanently in there, I just want to make sure that I have like a lid that'll fold onto it, so I can still use the van for like carting shit around, like taking things places, so that I don't lose the cargo capacity aspect of the van part.
Yeah, that is essential.
Yeah, because you want to be able to use the van like a van too. I mean, if you're living in it, then you don't care, because you just want to have your stuff. But if you're doing like what I want to do, is like a weekend warrior kind of thing, you just want to fucking haul shit to the dump in it once in a while.
Yeah. Although to be fair, man, like fucking tents these days are incredibly fucking easy to set up.
True.
It really is amazing how like you can set up a fucking like an 8-person tent in like fucking 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Pretty great. It's gotten pretty fucking ridiculous. Like, yeah, we have this tent that literally could pretty comfortably sleep like 8 to 10 people. And we can literally put it up, maybe not 30 seconds, but like a couple minutes, dude.
I'm fucking old, man. I don't want to sleep out in the fucking elements, man. I want to put some fucking cheap fiberglass or styrofoam installation up, like something mold resistant, so I don't got to worry about it. Right. Fucking slap some fucking sheet boards over the front of over the insulation, so I don't got to worry about like me breathing it in and dying of cancer. And then fucking have a bed with like a real mattress that I can sleep on like I would sleep at home, so that I really enjoy the weekend, and I'm not like waking up at that like everything fucking hurts and aches just a little bit for like 4 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind that, dude. I mean, well, I fucking ache no matter what, so it doesn't really make a fucking difference. Like my, you know what I mean? My back's fucking hurts all anyway. So for me, it's like pretty much business as usual. Yeah, I like freezing, dude. I like waking up shivering for some reason. I guess it's because I'm always overheated.
You can always just crack windows in the van and still be freezing cold when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, I suppose.
Not insulate it.
This is true.
Mad Metal Man, I bought good drugs from vans and the people in them. Yeah, I'm just lazy. I don't want to fucking put up a tent. I want to be able to just chill out in my van. The best campground I ever found was one that had like showers in it. So you can wake up in the morning and go take a nice hot shower, and then fucking go back to doing whatever for the next day.
Yeah, most of the ones here actually have showers. It's pretty nice.
The only thing I made sure was flip-flops. Bring flip-flops. Don't fucking be walking barefoot in them showers. That's a terrible idea.
Just asking for some athlete's foot and shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, and then You know, the other thing is if you want to go, you know, like take 2 weeks off and just go driving some direction, you could. That'd be kind of cool.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, just yeah, that would be end up being a pain having to constantly set up your tents to take them down, set them up, take them down.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that case, yeah, a van would be fucking great.
And unless you've planned everything out, if you haven't planned everything out, if you get stuck on the side of the road somewhere, you don't have to worry about putting up like a fucking tent on the freeway or in some neighborhood. You just like can pull over, draw your curtains and shit, and fucking sleep. No one's gonna be the wiser, you know. Unless you drive some of these fucking hipster vans where there's like, you know, giant fucking racks with all these solar panels and antennas and shit and fucking air conditioners on the roof. Then they're going to be able to figure out you're in the van. Like, I think they'll know.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll generally be able to put 2 and 2 together in that situation.
Well, so there's 2 different sides to van life videos on YouTube. There's the people that legit, like, they live in vans either because like they have to or like they just can't stand living anywhere else.
Right.
And like they never have solar panels glued to the roof 24/7 or all that crazy shit because they're like, I don't want anybody to know I'm in here. I don't want the cops knocking on my door at 1 a.m, kicking me out of town.
Right.
And then the hipstery douchebags where everybody's got a fucking website, Instagram, YouTube channel, and they're a fucking product. They're selling themselves as a product kind of thing.
Right.
The ones that if like you met them in the woods, you'd rather go fucking hang out with the guy that might stab you.
Right.
Like you're on, you know, public land camping for free. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go hang out with that other dude. Like he might stab me, but I'm going to feel better about that.
At least it'll be interesting. It won't be insufferable.
I would rather hang out with this dude. You hang out with these hipster dudes, you might stab yourself just to get away. You're like, oh, look at that. I have a hole in my shoulder. I got to go. See ya.
Oh, man.
Mad Metalman is saying mod the van out like Punisher style with like claymores in the door, shotgun rack, fucking minigun and all that shit. Hell yeah. Rotten Silence, exactly. Why not have a Jenny instead of a solar panel? So that when you are out and about, you can just fucking run a generator, top your batteries off. You can also get like briefcase solar panels so that when you are out camping and shit, you can just fucking like, you know, chain them up to the fucking roof rack or, you know, to the top of the van somehow and then leave them out for when you're not like hanging out in the city. You know, or go to a park and just set them out with a fucking thing for a couple hours if you've got the time. Why not?
Yeah. What up?
There's a lot of options that don't involve basically making it a mobile house. If I were going to live in a van, I would do both. Rotten Silence. Exactly. Yeah, why not both? Because you can buy like a cheap generator for like, you know, $300-400 and just fucking stick it in the back and then pull it out and run, you know, top your batteries off, run whatever you need.
Yep, it's pretty interesting. Interesting shit you can do with that, man.
Oh yeah. Well, and then now that fucking internet is so easily mobile, you can still do your like fucking Netflix and shit. Just do it on a laptop, and you know if you want to watch your Netflix or your YouTube, talk to your friends on Facebook and shit. Oh, Loki says, you know, your van motor can be a generator. Absolutely, man. There's a lot of things like that in RVs where like the motor is the generator kind of thing. It's not hard to wire an isolator into that kind of stuff. I mean, if you're, you know, basic electronics, it's not hard to set up a solar generator, stuff like that. But it seems like a pain in the ass.
It is really impressive how much fucking shit they managed to fucking squeeze.
Oh, like running water, showers. Somebody had a Japanese soaking tub in their fucking van. With like 100-gallon capacity, like water tanks totaled.
Now you're just showing off, buddy.
Oh god. Well, that was professionally made. So there's like actually like it's so popular now that there are literally companies where you know, you just go to the company and be like, I want a Sprinter van with this, and they go, all right, we'll make you one, sir, right away, and they'll charge you like, you know, $200,000.
Right.
Yeah, all you need next is a white refrigerator and you're ready for the fucking nuclear apocalypse. Fucking Indiana Jones style.
I wonder if there's got to be places that literally just sell those vans already pre-made with that shit, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They do that all. There's a bunch of places.
Well, you're talking about that's custom. They'll do it custom for you, but I would imagine the one.
A lot of people get it custom. Most people get it custom, but there's a few places where they're just like there's like 2 or 3 floor plans that you pick from. They've got it all set up, and they just do a bunch that way as well. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But if you do it like I'm talking about, like, yeah, hell, you don't even really need a propane fridge. Just a fucking propane cooktop, them little green bottles, a fucking cooler. You just got to build a little platform for your bed to go on and maybe like some shelves to fucking stick the, whatever kind of gear you're using on, like dishes and shit in there so you don't have to keep loading and unloading it. I just buy those little plastic ones from fucking Walmart and bungee them down.
Nice.
Make it easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm impressed by the builds, but I think people waste their fucking time on that shit.
Right.
Well, I suppose it's not really wasting your time if you're going to live in it, though, 24/7. But I don't know that a lot of the fucking hashtag van life people do. Because for the majority, I think some of them, honestly, I think they're just rich kids who do it as a lark for like the YouTube money.
Yeah.
Because some of those channels are big.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. People are into that shit, man.
Well, there's one where like they were constantly begging for money, and like it turns out it's extremely likely that like the guy's parents are like super fucking wealthy and have basically funded the whole thing for them. Like they've never really actually had to work or any of that stuff.
Right. They just need the money for their fucking coke habit or their fucking meth habit.
They just like to travel and they like the cachet of it, apparently.
Yeah, they like the attention, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. The attention and that it's like a hipster thing, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Fucking hipsters.
Oh my God. Somebody took an old fucking drug commercial, like anti-drug commercial. And it's literally like a dude offering some ibuprofen out the window of his car and then some guy in a van offering like the same ibuprofen.
All right.
Oh, watch out. Yeah. That's what we need. Like that'll teach the kids. Don't take ibuprofen, kids. A whole fucking generation of people that get headaches and don't know what to do.
Yeah, wacky.
All right, let's see. Okay, here was one I'm surprised didn't get a little more traction, honestly. So, wait, I don't think I clicked all the way through that. My bad. There we go. So there's a 10-year-old drag kid. Now they call them drag kids.
Mm-hmm.
Canadian kid was photographed naked with an adult drag queen.
Wow. Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fucking dude with his junk tucked back, right?
It's centered, so I'm not really sure. It looks like it's tucked back.
Wow.
And that's like the winner of fucking RuPaul's Drag Race, Queen Lactatia.
Oh, wait, is that the same kid that they made a big deal about at the fucking award shows and shit?
I don't fucking know, man.
I thought that was the name.
There's more than one of them, dude. Like, they're fucking like a few of these kids out there that their parents are basically fucking turned into sideshow fucking entertainment.
Yeah, it's fucking sickening, man.
Yeah, and he's only 10 years old. Canadian boy Nemes Quinn Melancon. So that's definitely not the other one, the one that was dancing for fucking money on stage.
Right. The fucking strip club.
Yeah. That's what we need. We need more fucking children dancing for fucking old men as like strippers. That's what we want. That'll make the world better.
Yep. See, you did away with all the fucking toddlers and tiara shows, and now they gotta fucking go to the strip clubs. Yeah. turns out those shows were serving a valuable function and keeping these kids out of the fucking strip clubs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, Russia's already training their kids, has been for years, training them how to pole dance. So we should have seen it coming when Trump took over. Then that's when the drag kids started stripping.
Yeah,
Mad Metal Man just typed in, "Well, I want to die."
Yeah, if God exists, where's the apocalypse? We've obviously earned it at this point. So that's that. That's my main proof that God does not exist, dude.
At what point do Child Protective Services get to be involved?
Yeah. Well, again, if they're full of fucking far leftist fucking fucking idiots, they're probably like, "Good for you. We're gonna go arrest this guy because he didn't want his fucking kid dressing up as, in drag." The kid didn't want to either. We're gonna arrest the dad anyway, just because you should be forcing him to.
I'm not like there's like nudist families and shit, so like to me, like that's not as weird, though it is a little weird.
Right.
But this is just a stranger. Like that's not okay.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If it's something that like the parents, the mom, the parents, whoever, the strip club shit's weird. I'm not going that far with it, but like if the kid naturally themselves came up with these ideas, that's one thing. Even then, again, you shouldn't be in a fucking strip club. But again, it seems like
if the kid wants to dress in drag, I don't care.
Yeah,
like exactly. Whatever, man. Like little kids are weird. They want to do shit that's weird. If they want to go fucking, sit in their room and put on fucking makeup and a dress and put on little shows.
Yeah, they might be going whatever, or they might actually be trans. But whatever the case is, it's fine. If it originated with them, that's one thing. These ones, it's pretty obvious the fucking mom is like directing them to it, like forcing it on them, dude.
Well, and it doesn't matter where it originated. You don't let your fucking kid go dance on stage like a stripper. You don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going that far with the idea.
Around for money, essentially, is what they're doing. They're basically selling their kids' fucking innocence for fucking cash.
Yeah, it's really fucking despicable, really fucking disgusting. And yeah, I don't understand how how CPS doesn't get involved, dude.
Yeah,
like, how do you recognize that an underage kid, like if it was a regular female woman doing it that was like 16, they'd be, there'd be fucking fines, arrests, like, you know what I mean?
Well, if you took a 10-year-old girl and were photographing her with like naked men, people would be pretty pissed.
Yeah.
Like that's a 10-year-old boy, so apparently that makes it okay. I don't understand. Like that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird how they're just like, oh no, it's because they're different. See, they're trans, so whatever they do it's got to be fine, right? We got to be inclusive.
Well, I mean that's like that.
Whether they're trans or not, they don't belong in the fucking strip club. Like fuck, the trans has nothing to do with it. It's a 10-year-old child that you're allowing to fucking work in a strip club, dude.
Yeah, and one also like 10-year-olds don't know what the fuck they want in life. They're very rarely gonna come up with something that's gonna last forever. So you don't give them hormones. You don't put them in a strip club. You don't put them on TV with this shit to make yourself a quick buck. That's at the end of the day, it's profiteering. Was essentially like child porn and weird child porn at that.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, it's going to take probably a good fucking 15, 20 years before they realize, like, oh shit, these kids that up incredibly screwed up. 99% of them end up regretting transitioning and realize, came to fucking, maybe not 99%, but whatever. A huge chunk of them are going to end up realizing, like, oh shit, I was just kind of a baby.
Over half.
Yeah, it's certainly more than
over half regret the surgery a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, why? Yeah, I don't know why. Honestly, I think it should be like 21, maybe 25. That might be pushing it. I think you, after you're 18, you should have to go through at least a couple of years of counseling before you do something that drastic. Unless there might be special cases that can get fast tracked or whatever. But for the most part, man,
no, fast tracking shit. No. I think 25 really should be the cutoff point.
Yeah. Although that's
I don't think fast tracking because if it's going to be good for them, it'll be good for them in that amount of time too. Like it's still going to be good later on.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the other thing is like, why do you have to have your cock cut off and fashioned into a vag, or your fucking vag fashioned into a cock? Why can't you? Why is the dressing up not good enough until again 21 or 25? Like, I get if you still want to do it after that much time, then yeah, you're probably committed to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, yeah, just doing it, especially fucking 10 years old, 12 years old, avoiding fucking puberty by fucking, it's disgusting, dude.
It's
And again,
disturbing.
it's too nude for to see the fucking end result. Although I assume there's still already fucking indications of how fucking
Oh, that
how
honestly, it may sound like I'm joking, but I genuinely think a good portion of these kids are gonna kill themselves.
yeah.
They're gonna
It's already at what 40% or some shit for fucking.
Well, I'm just talking about like the drag kids right now, like the ones that are being paraded around. I genuinely think a good portion of them are going to end up like killing themselves in their teens.
Yeah, and that's the really scary shit. Is fucking.
One, the parents will never be held responsible.
Yeah, that's what's fucked up, man. They should really be fucking charged with criminal negligence or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the appropriate fucking charge is.
Oh, exploitation. Yeah, like child exploitation. Let's see. Metal Man says children should be eaten and not catered to. Metal Man on parenting. Metal Pants 2020. Exploit child labor, not child sexuality. Metal Pants 2020. And then Rotten Silence says Michael Jackson would have really been really happy in today's society. Would have gotten away with a lot of shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Although, to be fair, Michael Jackson turned himself into a white woman, so I'm not sure how that would have, if he would have, gotten.
He turned into the white version of fucking LaToya, of his fucking white version of his sister.
But yeah, he probably would have gotten away with it. They would have been less inclined to fucking bust his ass. They'd be like, well, he was a black child, so he didn't know any better than to fucking molest children.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Fucking, I forgot one of the things from the training that struck me as funny.
Oh yeah.
The very beginning, the lady that was running it, our clinical director, was explaining how she doesn't really know what it's like for the poor minorities, blah blah blah, because she grew up in a middle class family with both of her parents for her whole childhood. Like,
what a freak.
So here's the part. Essentially, she was implying that people that aren't white don't have families that stay together. Like they don't have, a mom and a dad that live together. They all come from broken homes. No, I know, but it's really funny because if you're in their own little fucking SJW bullshit world, that's super racist.
I can imagine her going up to every single black person and being like, what was it like growing up without a father? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? My parents are still married. What? Are you all black? Are both of your parents black?
Both of your parents black? Is one of your parents white? Your dad must be white, right? That's why he didn't get cigarettes for 20 years?
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, telling me your dad actually stuck around, that doesn't check out.
Yeah, it was pretty funny because it's like, by your own fucking rules, you just insulted everybody in the room that wasn't white. Like, that's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. Yeah, again, it's that condescending fucking racism, dude.
Yeah.
I'm totally unaware of it.
Well, the funny thing is, they keep claiming that everybody who doesn't subscribe to their weird cult isn't fucking racist, but realistically, they're the ones that are actually racist.
Yeah.
If you don't subscribe to this bizarre belief that you just are racist and don't realize it, then, you're a bad person.
If you don't generalize about every person you fucking meet based on their race, yeah,
you might be a racist right now. Oh man. Oh yeah.
So what fields did your dad work in, Jose?
What fields?
I know my dad's a lawyer. What? Is he white? I didn't realize you're half. My apologies.
I did meet the whitest fucking Mexican ever when I was at the bank the other day. Like the dude had the big Buddy Holly style glasses and shit, and he talked like this. Hi, how you doing there? Gosh, this weather sure is crazy, isn't it, man? like legitimately like out of a fucking movie. I was just like, holy shit, what's going on? Where's the fucking hidden camera?
Damn.
It was really weird. I was like I'm like, white people don't even talk as white as you. Like, that's crazy.
Like, you're way exaggerating it, dude. Yeah. Although I had a friend of mine who was trying to claim that people mistake him for a fucking, like, that he wasn't Mexican, and I'm like, dude, there's no fucking way that happens. There's no fucking way people are mistaking you for a fucking white person.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, it happens all the time, man.
Yeah. Like telling the story, I'm like, that never fucking happened, dude. Fucking full of shit.
Oh, I didn't know there was an accidental racing board on Reddit. Oh my god, thank you, Mad Metal Man.
Nice.
Load that up and share that, because come on now.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had a thought, now I fucking lost it. Maybe it'll come back. Probably not.
Don't lie. Neither of us ever had a thought in our lives.
You just get in the way. Very distracting thoughts.
Walmart cold call-outs. White is an injury, blue is a bomb, red is a fire, black is a tornado, brown is acts of violence.
Wow.
Oh, that's not safe for work. Oh, you know what? That's very nice of Reddit. Yellow is the new black.
Damn.
I mean, at least they didn't give him like slanty eye, you know? Like,
oh man. Oh, dude, are you subscribed to James One Maxwell?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I see his videos once in a blue moon though.
Yeah, I get it most of the time. I usually comment on them and shit, so that's probably why. But dude, there was a video, he was doing a video about some fucking feminist chick, dude, and she had such a fucking annoying way of talking. Like, she have you ever seen The Family Guy where they pronounce wheat weird, like wheat? They pronounce it all weird like that.
Oh yeah, wheat, cool.
Yeah, or Will Wheaton is like Will Wheaton, like they do it like that. Like, she kind of talked like that, but every word that started with an H, she would like super emphasize the H, like hard. Like, it was just really bizarre, and it was fucking annoying the hell out of me, dude. I'm trying to remember which fucking video it was. Yeah, she was dumb as shit too. It was funny because she was talking. Yeah, the shit she was saying was just fucking ridiculous, dude. Because his whole angle was like, she's literally talking for like 7 minutes and not saying a fucking thing.
Oh yeah, 100% all the time. I like the sweater, pure white.
It's pretty weird, dude. It's just hard to fathom how the fuck nobody's. Hey, I think that was the comment I put. Like, I'm surprised that nobody who's listened to her for more than a minute hasn't grabbed a nearest fucking blunt object and just bludgeoned her to death, dude. Just shut her up.
Oh, this is appropriate. Use the black bin right next to the fucking like picture of the black kid.
Jesus, dude. Use the African American bin, please. Use the Jigaboo bin, please.
Right next to they put it right next to each other. One is The Economist, finally some good news for Puerto Rico, and then the next one is Daily Mail. Oh, from the gay star murder in Puerto Rico.
Oh man. So those were literally right. Oh no, okay, never mind.
Asia Center Mall, and the restaurant is Oh My Dog.
Oh man.
Sign of liquidating low store, no whites.
Oh fuck.
Oh no, somebody made that laugh without everyone's thinking like, maybe that's not a good idea.
Holy shit. Oh, dude, come on. I find it hard to believe that one person fucking designed that, and more than one person looked at that design and didn't say, "Hey, that looks like exactly like a swastika, right?"
Dude, I don't even know. You never know. That's pretty fucking funny.
Even Sarah Silverman would fucking recognize that as a swastika.
Oh, KKK, King of Prosecutors. That's kind of superior white when buying a brand new Suzuki. One of the choices of colors.
Don't go with the inferior black or inferior brown. Go with the superior white.
Oh, wiki how to play Monkey in the Middle. Monkey in the Middle is a classic outdoor game.
Why isn't that kid in the middle eating a banana? That would be fucking perfect.
Oh, there was a fucking golf commercial for some sort of fucking charity or something, or some nonprofit, and they'd obviously decided to like get as many minority people as they could, like kids in there, in order to like make sure it was all inclusive. But it ended up being a bunch of fucking like minority kids picking shit up for fucking old white people. The whole thing, because it'd be like people golfing or doing other things, and it'd be like white dudes. Most of it was white dudes or white ladies, like in professional positions, and it'd be like the fucking minority kids having to pick shit up and hand it to them.
Wow.
And I was just like, that's pretty fucking funny.
Right. Wait, what is this fucking guide dogs can't be black? What the?
Apparently.
Wait, guide dogs are yellow Labradors and your dog is black. Okay, that's not really as fucking. It's stupid, but it's not really racist or something. You're good. Wait, what? Stolen Starfighter pilot. Stolen Starfighter. What the fuck is this saying? I don't get that. Is that the name?
They're not all gold.
All right.
The pen says KKK. It's kind of hard to make it out.
Yeah, I can see it, dude. Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Once you use our product, it'll clean you up. It'll clean you right up. Get the black right off you.
Somebody done fucked up.
Now, if you did that in reverse,
right past
tall or taller, you're a yellow
person. And then the one below it is if you're this tall or shorter, you're a green person.
Why would they pick any color of actual skin? Why don't they make it like blue? Like obviously they have the green. That's fine. There's no fucking green people. Except
blue or purple.
I mean, besides the ones that live in the subterranean caves, of course. I mean, they're obviously green. But blue people. Yeah. Mole people.
Cleanest drinking water in New Delhi is Axis Pure.
Axis Pure. Wow. Not the Allies. The Axis Pure. Anti-yellow, anti-white marks.
Anti-yellow stains, anti-white marks. Okay.
Fucking racist ass, whatever it is.
Our back's the dirtiest, and it tries to recorrect our back's the dirtiest.
Oh man.
All right, this one here. There was one night when I was working at the drive-thru at my local Burger King. My manager, who was a black guy, was taking orders and preparing drinks, and I was collecting and expediting the orders. This lady pulls up to the window. I take the money and give change, followed by the drink. She hands it back, saying, I asked for no ice, so I shake it and hear the ice. My manager looks at me and asks what's wrong, and I replied, she asked for no ice. Do it again, slave. As I poured out the drink, it took me a solid 5 seconds before I realized what I had said. Thank God he was super chill about it.
All right, that's fine.
Oh, Negro is the name of the candy from Serbia.
Yeah. Dude, like they don't even make that mistake in like Mexican candy and shit. Like because negro means black.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised you don't see that more often. This is Negro candy, Negro licorice.
The sign for the electric room, it looks exactly like the SS fucking symbol.
God damn, dude.
More like shower room. All right, that last one for, oh God, Star Wars: The Black Series.
Lando. Yeah.
This is another one. The Southern Sportsman, and it's fucking the SS symbol. I would have either changed the font or not made the S's stand out.
Although it could easily be a front. It's Southern Sportsman. I bet everybody in that club is white.
Oh no, the totally random generated name of the fourth player in his wrist game is Urban Diamond, and it's a black dude.
Wow. Urban. I thought you said Irvin. Like with
Urban Diamond. Yeah,
Urban Diamond. He shines. He shines from the ghetto.
Oh, that was gold, but Mad Metal Man. Thank you.
Oh man. What was the next to last one? Never mind. Fuck it. I already forgot it.
Well, the next to second to last one was just Louisa Victory for like the Asian chick. It wasn't as good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, the one right before. Never mind, dude.
The Southern Sportsman.
Yeah. What was I gonna fucking say? I was gonna say something about them hunting black people. Never mind. It wasn't that fucking good.
God damn.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
You failed the racism. Failed.
Damn it.
You gotta work harder.
Yeah, my timing is impeccable.
Oh, for the shorter, if you're this taller, you're a yellow person. So the shorter people are leprechauns because they're green people.
Mm-hmm. All right. Blue ones are the Smurfs. The blue's got to be on the very bottom for the Smurfs.
Oh, Rotten Silence heard turban, apparently. I can't talk. I'm sorry, guys. I can't speak correctly.
Well, Irvin and Urban sound almost identical.
Well, and turban's not that far off.
This is true. It's just a T away, dude.
Oh my God! It's like I said, nigger. Wait, no, that's not right. Oh wait, am I allowed to do that when Satan's not on the show, or is that only when he's here to give us like the pass?
Yeah, just anytime. I'm sure we can get it
retroactively.
Yeah. I'm sure he would approve.
Now I'm tempted to fucking tweet him and like, hey, can I get an N-word pass for tonight's show?
I get like 12 of them actually.
I'm gonna need it for work later. If you could write me a note and fax that, it'd be great.
A little permission slip for my racism.
Oh man, speechify everything for sure.
God damn it. Got no way to fucking say quadroon or octoroon or mulatto. So fucking disappointing.
Oh my God. You really love doing that when Satan is on the show. That is your favorite thing. It seems like.
He gets so mad, dude. Yeah, and I don't think he caught it last time. Because I said he was like a quadroon or octoroon, and he was saying how he was half, and I don't think he caught it, but I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I gave you too much credit. I don't think he caught it, dude. What I was fucking like the joke I was making. Like, okay. I thought you were more white than that. I gave you too much credit. My apologies.
Oh, fucking Jack Black has a gaming channel now on YouTube. Oh, the world is coming to an end.
Did you see Soldier Boy went for another console thing? Are you familiar with that? Did we talk about that here or no?
We talked about like the fucking initial thing where he set up all those consoles and got fucking pwned because they came with like copies of games.
Yeah, of Nintendo games specifically. The most litigious fucking game console maker. Well, he came out with another one that looks like it's a fucking direct knockoff of a Vita, PS Vita, like a handheld. He's charging like $100 for it, and apparently you can actually get the same thing, which is again it's from China because China doesn't give a fuck about copyright or any of that shit,
Oh yeah.
It comes from China, and you can order it directly from the people for like $24, and he's basically reselling it for like $100.
Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like all the consoles are like half the price if you go to the website where they make them.
Yeah, but like, dude, you just got busted for the shit, and you're going right back at it. Like, I don't know.
I mean, he lost all their money because like
it's fucking stupid.
Like, I guarantee the way he ended up walking away from that was by having to fucking pay all the money to the fucking Nintendo.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely happened, dude. Yeah.
So he probably is trying to make some money back. He's like, oh, I'll make a little off of this
by doing the same thing that got you in the hole in the first place, dude. Fuck,
if he sells the console and it doesn't come with the games already loaded on it, he'll be fine.
Right.
Because that was the mistake, was having the games loaded on it already. Even if they could just go to a website and get them, it's not anything to do with him after that.
That's kind of how the arcade emulator thing works. Basically, you download the emulator, and then you go to another site to get the ROMs or the zip files or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever used one of those, but goddamn, it's fucking amazing, dude. I haven't dealt with that in a long time because I haven't had my own computer in fucking forever. But yeah, dude, I used to play that shit all the time. All the old school games and shit. Like, I don't know why, but Mr. Do was the game that I was dying to play, which wasn't even close to my favorite fucking game. But that was one that made me actually looking up, and I found it. It's MAME 32 or something like that. It's multiple arcade machine emulator is what the MAME stands for. But yeah, it was I fucking love that shit because it was like I don't know if you remember Super Off-Road. I know you're a few years younger than me, but it's a racing one. You're like racing the trucks through the fucking course or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And what sucked was in the arcade, or what's great about the emulator is like in the arcade, like you could win like the first race, but after that, like you pretty much had to put in a bunch of quarters and get a bunch of nitro boosts and fucking soup up your engine. Otherwise, you had no chance. But if you're playing the emulator, like all you have to do is hit F5, and that's the same thing as entering a quarter. So you just fucking keep hitting F5 like 100 times, and then fucking you can buy all the shit right away. But yeah, really fucking, it's a really cool thing. Have you ever done that, dude? Have you ever used the arcade game emulator on your computer?
Never used arcade game emulators. I have used like PlayStation emulators, Nintendo emulators to play old games.
Yeah, that's
and you're fine as long as nobody's exchanging money. That's where you get to be. It gets to be a problem.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun too, man. Going back playing, there was a game called Crystalis on the original Nintendo. It was kind of like a role-playing type game, but more like not quite role-playing because you actually moved your character around and shit. But it was kind of like Zelda, similar to what a Zelda game would be.
Sure.
And yeah, I liked playing through that. And the only thing that sucked is I never found one where you could actually save the game, and it's a fucking game that you can't play through in one setting, So that's one that sucked. I guess I should have just found other ones. Yeah. Oh, the best one was fucking. I had a smartphone that had where it folded out and you had a keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
And I downloaded the Nintendo emulator for that. And the cool thing about that is you can map whatever buttons you wanted to be whatever buttons, like the A button you put as. Yeah. So basically. And then there was a game called Tecmo Super Bowl for the Nintendo, which was a really cool game. It was the first decent football game, really. And the cool thing is, people actually make updated rosters. Like they make a new version of the game with updated rosters, like every fucking year. So I could literally play it. It's pretty cool when people do that. Are that committed to it. But yeah, they literally, I could play as my favorite team like today, even though the game came out. Jesus, that must have been back in like 91, I think. 1990, 91, somewhere in that area. But yeah, people are literally still fucking coming out with new rosters for that game. But
Mad Metal Man apparently played Tecmo Super Bowl not long ago. Played the other day.
Right on, dude. Yeah, it was cool. I'm a Lions fan, so like I was playing a game that was back when Calvin Johnson was still playing before he retired. But yeah, playing a game with him and Stafford and all them.
Yeah, I played more like the Dragon Warrior, Final Fantasy kind of stuff when I played emulators, like the old RPGs.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That was my cup of tea. Or like Golden Axe. I love Golden Axe. That was a fun one.
Oh, yeah. I had that one. Where did I play that on? Oh, yeah. I have it. It was on the Sega Genesis console, I think, because I got one for my son last year for Christmas. They had like 80 Sega Genesis games on it. Like the Sonic games, and they had like the first 3 Mortal Kombats, and it had like I think it had 3 Golden Axes on there. It wasn't the arcade. Obviously, it wasn't the arcade versions, but still not that much different. Just shittier graphics, basically. But yeah, that's a pretty fun game, dude. It's similar to like Double Dragon. It's that type of game, or like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or a couple of the X-Men had similar titles that were kind of similar to that. Simpsons, I think even the Simpsons had a couple like that. Trying to think of some of the other arcade ones. Trying to think of one of the best arcade games of all time. Double Dragon, holy shit, dude! I can't imagine how many fucking thousands of fucking quarters I put into that fucking game, dude. And then it came out for the Nintendo, and I was like, yes, finally. And then the graphics were so shitty, it was like not even, you know what I mean? Wasn't even the same fucking thing. Like, yeah, this kind of sucks. But it's got the name Double Dragon, so it's fucking awesome.
There would be, I don't know. I think I would play a lot of the old arcade games if they came out like on an emulator that you bought for like, I don't know, like $100 or something.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I wonder why they haven't done that. Because I've seen some fucking get-ups for as far as the controllers and shit.
Yeah.
Like, they'll build you a whole fucking controller setup with like, a stick and the fucking, or even the little ball spinner thing, used for like golf games and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, man, Metal Man's trying to get his hands on a Neo Geo and some games for it.
There's got to be an emulator for that.
Oh, but it's not the same as having the old one, because like a friend of mine has a Nintendo, like an actual old Nintendo that still works really well.
Right.
And that's always like fun to go and just like fucking play old Nintendo games and shit on there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think the last time I had one. I remember getting one from a pawn shop. Oh god, that must have been at least 20 years ago. But yeah, I was playing again like Tecmo Super Bowl and fucking shit like that. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to it. Like, I cannot remember what happens to these things. It really fucking pisses me off. Like, I know I had that. I don't remember giving it to anybody, but it's not anywhere around. Nintendo 64 that happened to. My Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn, not as disappointing as the other one.
Is there a woman in the house?
Probably was, yeah.
That's what happened.
That's what I'm like, oh, they could be used. Might as well give this away.
I need more room for my shoes. Fuck this.
Yeah, probably. Fucking women. You're all fucking terrible.
Like, that's where clothes go when you don't fucking. You're like, I know I fucking had that shirt, and it's a hideous shirt. Like, it's ugly, but it's fucking comfortable.
Right.
And that shit will just disappear one day.
Yeah, I think my ex deliberately washed mine in fucking bleach. There's a shirt that I like to wear, and I think she fucking hated it. So she kept washing. It was like mostly white, but it had like a fucking, checkerboard design of fucking like brown over it. So it was fucking, the fabric was actually brown. It wasn't like fucking something superimposed on it.
Yeah,
so she was washing the fucking whites, so the shit got all fucking distorted. And I think she just hated me wearing the shirt.
I
had another one that she's like, that looks like a shirt a wetback would wear. She's fucking Mexican, dude. She hates fucking wetbacks.
Oh, I know. Yeah. That's one of those things. Like legal immigrants usually fucking hate illegal aliens.
Yeah. This is true, and black people. I was shocked. I did not realize that until I was fucking married to a Mexican family. Like, goddamn, they fucking hate black people. Not out loud.
Oh, it goes both ways, man.
Right.
A lot of times when you get more Mexicans, they basically take a lot of the jobs that the black people were doing. And like, they'll actively work to keep each other out of the workplace. It's pretty crazy. Or like Koreans fucking hate black people. Oh my god.
Wow.
Koreans are super fucking racist. We had Oh, Mad Metal says most of his Hispanic friends are pro-wall.
Yeah, yep. That's pretty accurate, man. Yeah, even though they're only like second generation, they fucking hate him, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if their parents were fucking immigrants.
Gaming.
Right. Yeah, did his parents come over legally or illegally? Was he ever dead? Huh?
He was an anchor baby.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Wow. That's funny.
I mean, hey, I like the dude, but at the same time, fucking that policy needs to fucking end.
Yeah, it never. Yeah, I'm surprised that was ever legal. Like, you know what I mean?
There's
like,
only 3 countries in the world that do it, and none of them to the extent that the U.S. does, where like they'll give you free money and shit.
Right.
I mean, it's to the point where like China has fucking like citizenship tours where you arrange to fucking have a baby.
Yeah, you fly over
from China to the U.S. specifically.
Yeah, when you're like as far along as you can go and still fly. Like right before that, they'll fly you over with a fucking vacation visa or whatever, and then you just fucking stay illegally, have a kid, and you're good. You're golden. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting, dude. Yeah, it really doesn't make any sense, dude.
I mean, all joking aside, I would completely stop that program. I think that program needs to stop. Like the anchor baby thing that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Stop almost all humanitarian aid from the U.S. to other countries.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's like welfare in the sense that it probably does more harm than good.
To just they're relying on
all these people. Like we are basically supporting like all these other countries with taxpayer money that could be better spent either just not being taken in taxes or towards the benefit of the country at large.
Yeah, and the people that are born here, legally born here. That's parents were citizens, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, like you could put, the money into national parks or cleaning up the environment or, projects to fucking fund electric vehicles or something.
Yeah.
As opposed to spending it on like some random fucking like Peru. Like, why are we sending $10 billion to Peru? Like, let's just stop giving them money.
Yeah, no, Trump had tweeted something out about that like not that long ago. He was like, why are we giving this money to these people and we're getting absolutely nothing in return?
Yeah.
Like this is pretty fucking ridiculous.
And it's not that I object to humanitarianism, but I think it should be up to the people who are paying the taxes whether or not they want that money to go, whether or not they want money to be going like to these other countries, or would they rather just keep the money and make their own decision on where to donate charitably if that's what they want to do.
Yeah, just fucking automatically giving money to these countries like that is pretty fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah, especially when we have to end up borrowing money from fucking other places like China or fucking wherever.
Yeah.
Seems like everybody's just kind of fucking giving money,
borrowing. That's part of the strategy to prevent world war. But I don't think that the way we're doing it is absolutely necessary.
It have to be that economically tied in or whatever.
If our immigration was fixed, we would actually be able to benefit a lot of these other nations substantially more and at a lot less cost by educating people and sending them back.
Yeah.
Like you can have, you will allow a certain amount of visas where these people can come over, get educated in like trade schools or colleges or whatever.
Yeah.
Even they go back at the end of 4 years and that's it. Like we're done.
Yeah. That would be much better use of the fucking funds for sure.
Yeah, exactly. It would cost less money, and it would be more beneficial to the other country because they would actually get skilled.
And what are they doing
as opposed to?
Yeah, are they doing anything constructive with the fucking $10 billion, or are they just lining everybody's pockets?
It's just lining everybody's pockets. It's not going to the people. Like that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people in the U.S. seem to understand. Is like it's not going to, the poor person on the street that don't have no fucking food. They don't give a shit about that guy. They'll fucking shoot him.
Yeah, they'll
fucking their buddies and they're fucking throwing parties and shit. Like
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts, dude.
Now, some of it, like, we have to pay in order to keep getting stuff that we need, like fucking UAE and stuff like that. Saudi Arabia, like if we don't give money to certain countries in the Middle East, we won't get the oil. So like we got to keep paying that, but we could get independent of that pretty, within at least a couple of years if we started working on that with some of the money.
Yeah, if we put a fucking, even just like a quarter of that money, probably even less than that, into research into like, again, electric cars and that kind of shit. Yeah. Yeah, if there wasn't such an oil-based economy over the last, 50 years or whatever, imagine how far along we'd be if we had put not even a huge, dude, not even that much, but just put some money into the fucking research for electric cars and shit, dude.
Well, the main thing that we really need to do to cut down on oil and gas usage is, number one, find better ways to generate electricity than with fossil fuels. A lot of electricity is still generated with coal and oil.
Right.
For a big portion of the country.
Yeah, solar. That's another one, dude. That's another thing.
But I mean, that's the thing I think a lot of people don't get is it's not one solution.
Yeah. You got wind power. You got fucking wave power. You got fucking solar. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
Making
solar,
geothermic, fuel out of
wind power.
Yeah, making fuel out of corn, making fuel out of algae. Like, there's a lot of shit that they're working on, but there's not nearly as much funding as there really should be.
And the thing is, it's going to depend on what area you're in as to what's more effective and efficient, like economically.
Yeah, like driving from here to California, like up in the mountains, it's incredibly windy. So what do they have? A bunch of fucking windmills, dude.
Yeah, that would power a lot more stuff. And in some areas, like the geothermic energy is great, and they could tap that shit. And fucking like around Yellowstone, you get a lot of geothermic energy to tap.
Mm-hmm.
In the Midwest,
fucking sexual, dude. Yeah, you tap that.
Tap that. In the Midwest, you might be able to make corn fuel, like corn ethanol, and fucking burn it to produce electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Burns cleaner than coal.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, though, too, is the oil companies their fucking profits are insane, dude. So they have a shitload of money to fucking throw back at the politicians to make sure, that shit is suppressed, and that's been suppressed for a long fucking time, man.
Yeah. Oh, Rotten Sound says they will shoot that man and then feed him to that man's friend in order to appear progressive. That's true. Right, not wrong, no.
Indeed.
But like that's one thing. Cut all that stuff out.
Yeah, a lot of fucking ways, dude.
And the other thing is start slowly but thoroughly, like deporting people. Like find all these fucking illegal aliens, and it's not going to be done in like 4 years. Like that's just never going to happen. But you could do it safely over the course of like a decade or two, and like actually deport some of these millions of people. And those laws are like, well, I've been illegally here for 20 years, so I get to stay. Like, nah, you're still out.
Yeah,
you just managed to get away for this long.
You could have worked towards citizenship, and you just couldn't be bothered. So you're out.
There was some bitch that got citizenship in San Diego the other day who didn't even speak English for 20 and like lived here for 20 years.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
You can't learn a fucking word of English. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's so ridiculous, dude. Like, I can't imagine moving to like
just on Mexico. General principle, you should just fucking have like some big dudes three-quarter as a 3-point tosser out the fucking like on the other side of the fence.
Right. Yeah. Fuck it. Get the fuck over there. Yeah. I can't imagine moving to a foreign country and not learning the language. That's fucking
I would try to learn at least some basic courtesy phrases if I was just going to go vacation in a different country.
Yeah. But if you're going to live there, I mean, that's priority number one, in my opinion.
You would think.
Learning a fucking language, dude. Yeah, I would imagine.
But then again, we have the American Universal.
All right. Yeah, that's
the American Universal language. If you just say it loudly and slowly enough, they'll get it.
Yeah, and everybody does kind of learn, how many countries speak their language and English? Like just as a fucking it's pretty funny, dude. Like
I mean, I'm joking, but yeah, there's a lot of people that speak English as a second language.
Yeah, it's just really funny. It's like, dude, you guys better learn the language in case we show up in your country. We can learn our language in case we show up, dude, because we ain't gonna be bothered to learn yours.
Well, that's the American way. I don't know if you've ever like American
and British, American and British way, dude. I assume it's kind of a combination of both of those, you know.
Oh yeah. Except the British don't speak English.
Yeah, not proper English.
Not proper, yeah.
That's kind of weird. Yeah, I forgot when I was reading it, like, but not that long ago, even people in Britain pretty much spoke like how we speak now, like just a few hundred years ago.
Probably.
You know, and now they fucking have the ridiculous fucking accents. You know, although I don't know why, dude. I'm a fucking dork, but that shit fascinates me. Like, how does an accent happen? You know what I mean? Like, how does a Southern accent happen? How does a fucking Boston accent happen? Like,
well,
why?
For the accents in the U.S., they're based on where people generally in that region were from. So, like a lot of the Southern is Scots. Like, it's a Scottish accent that got mixed with American accent.
Gotcha.
And so it evolved over time into what we think of as like a Tennessee accent, or like the South kind of thing is from like the Scots. Is like Tennessee, Virginia, Louisiana, and then Louisiana also had a lot of French and
Cajun
Haitian Creole, yeah, a lot of that stuff. So they had a lot of different things affecting their accent.
It's just interesting how you know, because I mean, it's not the way Irish, like in Boston, it's not exactly the way Irish people speak English. You know what I mean? It's distinct.
But it's like it evolved over time by the combination of the two, you know, like
Yeah. No, I get that. It's just weird that it ends up. Yeah, I don't know.
Also, I imagine things become popular because like it's funny to say something a certain way and it catches on, kind of thing.
Right.
Too as well. Like there's got to be like, oh, that guy sounds really cool, and then you start kind of sounding like him because you want to sound cool.
Yeah, and then it kind of just spreads from there.
Yeah, like that probably helps it too.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of stranger when there aren't any. Like, why aren't there any accents here in Arizona or California, other than kind of the surfer dude kind of thing? But
yeah, for a while it was cool to talk like a surfer in California, man.
Right.
When I was like in the 80s, it was like you would mimic the thing for like certain phrases and stuff, and so that's kind of affected the Californian accent, I'm sure, over, you know, I'm not a lot, but a little bit, you know.
Yeah, but there's not really, you know what I mean? That's the other thing, is like there's a lot of places where there really isn't an accent, and then other places there are. I mean, presumably they would still be, again, people from other places. Maybe not here, but most vast majority of the population in Arizona is fucking have, you know, their families have not lived in this fucking place very long. Just had a shitload of people just move here. But yeah, it's just weird that, like, you know, Arizona, New Mexico, no real accents. Right next to that's Texas with a fucking crazy accent, you know?
Yeah. Well, and then, like, you know, what about the transatlantic accent that was in all the old timey movies? That's sort of like, why, hello, gentlemen, how are you today? Kind of like fucking fake accent and shit that was in all.
Hey, what's a good word there?
Yeah. So I just, shit just fucking like develops over time somehow.
Yeah. I guess that's the weirdest thing. It's just like, okay, you know where the accents come from, but why are these spots not? Like, why is it not happening in these vast fucking areas?
Yeah.
I don't know. I find that shit interesting for some fucking reason.
You know what? Like, I think that's the kind of thing you can study in a college, man. You should get a degree.
Yeah, why not?
You can get a job at like a gas station with that, you know?
Right. What do you mean you're not hiring me? I have a fucking degree in English. The history of English. The history of accents. Like, yeah, it turns out the marketplace job, like, you would have been better off getting a degree in pottery. You could at least make pottery.
Well, and then like now, I don't know that a degree would get you any job because so many people come out of college fucking basically worthless.
Right, like somehow dumber than they went when they went in.
Well, like like they're not learning the basic skills you need, like grammar, punctuation, problem solving, critical thinking. They're not learning the things that like employers actually need. They're going there and learning like you should be angry because you're fucking 1/23rd fucking Cherokee or something, and everybody owes you money. You shouldn't have to work.
Yeah, they're essentially just indoctrination centers, not really concerned with preparing these students for life.
Yeah, that's the other thing that we need to do is defund all the universities.
Yeah.
Take away the government funding, and I guarantee all that shit goes out the fucking window within a year.
Yeah.
There's no money in it. They're not making money off that shit.
Yeah. Or because from what I understand, the vast chunk of the reason that there was a spike in tuition fees is when they started giving essentially everybody loans that went to fucking college.
It wasn't so much the loans; it was the fact that the government started subsidizing universities and shit.
Right.
So it's like if you guarantee that they're gonna need more money every year because you're giving them free money.
Right. Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh, well, every time we send somebody through college, we get like $5,000. Well, suddenly we need 10 grand now.
And they're gonna just
10 grand, and then they need 20 grand, and the government ponies up 20 grand, and so there's no competition. It's not competitive. There's no.
Yeah.
They
can just charge whatever the fuck they want. Yeah.
Well, it becomes just the same as like the Pentagon or any other government like group, like police or fire or whatever. They all have to find ways to increase their budget every year. Like even like to the point where there's lots of people that work for the government that just don't actually do anything.
Right. Yeah, that's why this whole non-essential thing it gets pretty fucking crazy. You know what I mean? For that fucking reason, you're like, okay, if they're not essential, why does that job fucking exist?
Yeah, especially when you're taking taxpayer money to fucking pay the guy.
Yeah.
For a while, it was basically how the left created jobs, essentially, because they don't have good fiscal. For the most part, they don't have good fiscal policy. So they create jobs by raising taxes and then creating government positions for people so that they get more voters, essentially.
Yeah.
And it's a good way to give kickbacks to your friends and shit like that,
Yeah. Pretty fucking disgusting, man.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, there's a lot of shit that, like, maybe we need a revolution to just fucking clean out the cobwebs.
No shit, man. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of squirrely shit going on, man.
Of course, then again, I think the president should have refused to comply with the all the Ninth Circuit rulings.
That would have been an interesting to see.
The Constitution, I would have just said, like, in his position, I would have been like, no.
Yep, no more, man.
And then I would have explained it. I would have explained it on TV. I would have said, look, in the Constitution, part of the checks and balances is that when the judicial system is completely out of line, they have no way to enforce their decision. And in this particular case, we're not going to follow it because they have chosen to deliberately misinterpret and ignore the Constitution. Read out the fucking section. Like, that's incredibly clear. There is no other way to translate that. That's not something that you have to sit and figure out, well, what did they really mean? No, that's what the words say. That's what it means. We're going to do it.
Yeah, fucking A, man.
If as he said, it was a case of like, this is, about the safety of the country. And that's why I'm going to ban, people from these countries from coming in because it's a safety issue. Then yeah, absolutely. Like, he had every right to shut the border down when the caravans were coming.
Right.
And I would have enforced that they stay shut down regardless of the judge's decision, because the judge didn't get to make that call. It's up to the president. It's very clearly written.
Yeah. That's his fucking, the fucking in charge of the border, dude. That's not the fucking Congress. It's not anyone else, dude. So yeah, it's pretty nuts.
No, Congress is in charge as well, but not for like emergency decisions.
Right.
So he can shut it down for a period of time, or actually, I think he can shut it down as long as he wants.
Yeah.
But they can they're the ones that make the laws that just govern like the standard like immigration.
Yeah, I mean they would have to actually like if you wanted to do that indefinitely, they would have to actually pass something to stop it.
The worst case scenario, it lasts as long as he's in office.
Right.
So, like, you know, if it's 4 years or if it ends up being 8 years, like that's how long it ends before. And if Congress doesn't, you know, change the law to make it stick, then it just stops when he's not president anymore, unless the next president continues on with the same policy.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Then again, with the travel bans, he was just continuing Obama's policy because it was just common sense. Like,
yeah, that flip flopping, the fact that how recently all those fucking Democrats held essentially the same position as Trump now. You know, it was within what 2 years ago, maybe 3 tops. You know, where they fucking had this.
Warren, like a decade ago, Elizabeth Warren wrote a book about how that marriage was no longer a common thing and families were no longer like encouraged, that we were destroying the country.
Wow,
like,
that's an incredible
thing about like how we need people to be getting married and having kids in order to like continue on our country, because you know who's going to take care of them when they get older if nobody has any children and all this other shit.
That's fucking awesome.
Fucking book, dude. It was Warren or Pelosi. I can't remember which, but it was one of the two.
Yeah, neither one would surprise me. They're both fucking.
But you know, like nobody's bringing that shit up in the newsroom when they're fucking talking about shit going on.
Yeah, dude, I guarantee you, fucking Trump is salivating at the possibility that Warren gets a nomination for the fucking Democrats, because it's going to be so easy to tear her apart, dude. I mean, her whole fucking life
he wins. There's no way he loses at that point.
Yeah, her whole fucking life has been so incredibly fucking amoral. There's so much shit to point out of how awful of a fucking person she is, dude.
It's the same problem they had with Clinton. Not to the same extent, but it's the same issue where so many people are going to be like, but she's a horrible person.
Yeah, she's fucking awful. Like, yeah, you go back because I think I'd mentioned this on one of the past episodes, but yeah, I didn't find that out until recently. But she essentially stayed with her first husband just long enough for him to pay for her to get her degree. And almost immediately after, she met some other professor dude and left her fucking husband for that guy. You know, like as soon as she didn't need him anymore, he was fucking out the door, dude.
There's a lot of women that do that. That's really common.
Yeah.
Like with a dude for money until they get out of school.
Yeah, it's fucking. I mean, it's one thing if it's like an arrangement, like if you know you're a sugar daddy, then there's not going to be a whole lot of disappointment. But if you're actually going to stay married and actually have kids with somebody, just so they can pay for your schooling, that's fucking horrible, dude. Like that's way fucking different. Like the sugar daddy thing is way more fucking more of a decent thing to fucking do, because at least you know what's happening. At least it's understood. Like, hey, I'm with you because you have money. I'll fuck you occasionally, and you're gonna fucking finance me. You know, like that arrangement's. You know, nobody's really getting hurt in that situation. You're going into it knowing
everybody's aware of what's going on. Like that's why prostitution should be legal.
Yeah,
make it legal, regulate it, make sure that people are like using condoms. You know,
they've done it in
shut down like STD to like the STDs to get transferred to like 0. Like there's a lot of fucking benefits. People are getting beat the fuck out of instead of paid.
Yeah, how long has prostitution been legal in Nevada?
And, well, the other thing is more than anything else, the women who are actually doing the prostitution end up keeping vastly larger quantities of the money they earn.
Yeah, they don't have fucking pimps or any of that fucking shit to deal with.
Well, there's always going to be business owners, because there's always going to be people that understand how to run business and people that don't. So somebody
going to be a prostitute, probably not.
Might be a chick is going to run a fucking whorehouse, and they're going to offer a real good setup where women that aren't really going to have to think about the business side of it. And
they can keep a good chunk of your money.
You're probably not real good at business.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, yeah, if you're fucking getting money by fucking. The odds of you having a strong business, probably not a strong business acumen. Yeah.
A lot of them are probably not going to want to fucking like do the taxes and fucking like budget and figure out like, how to hire like security and shit like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but with it being legal there, I mean, again, they have to. From what I understand, they have to get checked like every 6 months or something like that for like diseases and shit, right?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I would imagine it's probably similar to like porn, where they get checked so often that
make sure they're not spreading
to accidentally transfer essentially without being aware of it.
Yeah.
I think for porn stars, it's like every 3 months.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not fucking monthly, to be honest with you.
It might be every 6 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know I've ever paid that much attention to. I've never watched a porn and thought, man, I wonder how often they get checked for AIDS.
Yeah, that jizz going in her fucking asshole like that, she's gonna catch something. She doesn't fucking. If that guy's not getting checked out regularly.
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah, I'm here to lay some plumbing, and here's my test results from last week. And hey, baby.
God damn.
Oh, I actually did see a pizza or not a pizza. It was a porn where it was like pizza delivery guys.
Wow.
I thought that was only like a joke until I saw that one, and I was like, holy shit.
Was it an old time one, or was it one that was 90s? Yeah, okay. I mean, that's kind of where well, I guess no, that'd have gone on since probably the 70s and shit, probably. Probably as long as porn's been fucking porn. But yeah, still.
Oh, Metal says it's probably a one test per shoot. He says he thinks.
Oh shit!
Test before the shoot.
I didn't realize it was that fucking that often. That's crazy.
I mean, it's worth it though. Can imagine, how much you could be liable for otherwise.
Yeah, I'd be insistent on it if I was working in that fucking shit. I'd be like, like if I was actually the porn. I feel like I'd be a porn actor as opposed to a porn star, but
fucking background guy. I mean, the guy that's over in one of the corners, like jacking off.
Yeah, no, I'm just supporting. I'd be a supporting actor, that kind of thing.
You'd be one of the liquid talent, as they call it in Japan. You'd be one of the liquid talent. You just occasionally come in and like just jack off on somebody, like when they're to have like a line of dudes jacking it and like for the bukkake or whatever it's called.
Oh man, that's fucking. Do you ever see the? This is only slightly related, so bear with me. They have a fucking TV show over there where they have like they'll have a dude like behind a screen. You can see like his feet and you can see his head, but the rest of his body's like behind the screen. And basically, they're asking him trivia questions, and as they're asking the questions, there's a chick right there jacking him off.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but I saw one where it was karaoke. The guy was doing karaoke, you could see his head, and then fucking like she's just like every once in a while she's just nuzzling up against his neck and fucking like kissing his cheek, and you can tell she's jacking him up. And then like towards the end, though, he's singing the karaoke song, and then towards the end, you see cum just start dripping on the floor.
Yes, dude, that's the same with this show.
And you're like, what the fuck?
That's fucking brilliant, dude.
It's on TV.
Man, so weird. Apparently it was a Japanese TV show, dude.
I gotta fucking see that one with the fucking like trivia thing. That's funny. I wonder if there's anyone that's ever put like subtitles on it so you can hear like see what they're talking about.
Yeah, what questions they're actually answering, dude. After being fucking jacked off.
The questions would be interesting, but I think there's got to be some banter as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have to be making some sort of jokes at some point and like messing with the guy.
Yeah, it's not like they're sitting there and he's getting jacked off and they're not referencing it at all. That'd be fucking weird. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, we're gonna pretend there's not a chick jacking you off, and we're never gonna mention it. That would be bizarre, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I would imagine they have to have some fucking jokes about it, dude.
Yeah, I would do that's what I want. That's the part I want translated because I think that would be kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun. That's weird that like you think of Japan is incredibly uptight, but then they have shit like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean they're uptight and like they didn't want porn to be their main fucking export, so they fucking started censoring the shit out of porn. that left the country. Like all that censored porn that leaves Japan isn't censored in Japan. Like they don't censor it there, from what I understand. It's just the exports.
Okay. From what I understood, for the longest time, you couldn't show a cock, and that's where all the tentacle porn came from. Like the tentacle would fucking represent a penis, essentially, because they weren't allowed to actually show a penis.
In the porn that was exported.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'm fucking dumb too. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking look it up, because I thought the way I understood it is like that was the reason for it.
That might just be in the animation area, not like the actual.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, in the anime porn, the hentai or whatever.
Yeah, I think in real porn, like actual person porn in Japan, like it's not censored there, but it is when it goes out for some reason.
Yeah, and I mean, I would imagine nowadays it's different anyway, but I'm just thinking of like back when it was like that.
No idea.
Yeah, I'll have to fucking check it out. Check it out.
Hentai, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know who you could ask? Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, he's big into hentai.
Oh, there was like a silly little YouTube video where they're asking people stuff about like when they Googled and like, you know, it was like a auto, like doing jokes about what autofills with celebrities' names.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, that is Samuel Jackson like anime, and he's like, yes, I do. Hentai too.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, and so
dude, they're doing it on a movie off of the Unbreakable thing with his character, the one, you know, the guy that
Mr. Glass.
got his phone. Yeah, they're doing a movie in that. I think it's just called Glass. I think that's the title of the movie.
Is Bruce Willis going to be in it as his character again?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm
not sure.
Sounds kind of fucking boring. Another superhero in there somehow. I mean,
yeah. Unbreakable was kind of like, that was enough of that.
I can't imagine where you would go, honestly.
Yeah, that's why. Well, again, the Glass guy is obviously a super villain. So yeah, but you'd want to have a more interesting character than a guy that's can't die unless you drown him. Like that's it. That's the whole fucking thing. Yeah, or am I right? He didn't really have any superpowers, right? He had
like super strength and shit. Like at one point, he ripped the door off a car, and
he did. Okay, it's been a long time.
He was doing bench presses because once he started to realize like all these things that he just sort of blocked out of his mind, just didn't acknowledge.
All right,
he was doing like bench presses, and they kept adding weights until they were just hanging buckets of water on the fucking end or concrete or something.
Because that's right.
He couldn't do it anyway.
I'd completely forgotten about that.
There was a big old thing about how he was like super fucking weirdly strong for the build and shit.
Okay.
They played up like the fucking paunch and made him look kind of chubby and out of shape and shit.
But beyond that, he's still kind of boring. It's kind of like Superman. Like the powers are not that interesting. It's just, you know what I mean? Like Superman's he's too powerful.
Yeah,
he's just not an interesting character, dude.
Yeah. Oh, Fading Dark says this sucks. I can't fap to this. Fading Dark gummy bears. Nobody knows what I'm talking about, but gummy bears.
It sounds interesting. Sounds like you got something going on there.
Apparently, she really likes gummy bears, so I just figured if I talked about gummy bears, that would work.
Oh, gotcha. Sounds kosher, dude. That checks out.
She tweeted out some very cute pictures of like BDSM gummy bears. That was funny.
Oh, okay. Very good. Now you know that. Now I get the reference.
God damn it. There was another. I heard somebody was tweeting about another fucking movie that was getting a sequel where you're like, the fuck? I don't remember if I retweeted it. Let me take a look here. Because it's just one of those things where you're like, there was more to that? Like,
where are they going to go with this?
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. No, I guess I didn't. That I retweeted it, so that's too bad.
All right, you're welcome, audience.
Oh, it was something weird, like fucking. like the Goonies or some shit, where you're like, really? I don't know that there's a sequel there.
Right.
Like the Goonies is a great movie, but I just don't know where you go after that.
Yeah, that's true. Like, what are they, grown up and they have shitty jobs, or like
they're gonna go find another fucking pirate treasure and get some rich stuff.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, they would have been all rich from the pirate treasure. Forgot about that. So yeah, could have shown them all fucking dead and bloated from a fucking heroin overdose. At least one of them, dude. I vote for Feldman. I think that's the natural one, dude.
Yeah, god damn it. That's gonna drive me nuts because I remembered it for like a day or something, and then now I can't remember it.
Yeah, you gotta write this kind of shit down, dude. Yeah, at least for me.
That much fucking effort?
Yeah, that sounds like work. Fuck that shit.
Oh, Fading apparently has BDSM gummy bears, like actual gummy bears that are BDSM. That's interesting. I'm not surprised they make that. I kind of want to be surprised, but I'm not.
Oh, okay. So it'd be like a fucking a gummy bear with like a fucking whip or something, like that kind of thing.
I guess it would have like a gummy whip.
A little gummy whip, a little ball gag on the fucking gummy bear. That'd be interesting, dude. A little gimp outfit, a gummy bear in a fucking gimp outfit, dude. That'd be fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, they actually make little fucking pins that are gummy bears. I just found some on Amazon. Here, let me screen share this. That's fucking funny. Little fucking ball gag and
holy shit, that's fucking adorably horrible, dude. That's fucking awesome, dude.
All right. I'm going to stop sharing because God only knows what I'll find looking for this.
Damn.
Gummy bear torture?
Gummy bear torture.
I don't know what's going on, but that chick has some serious fucking welts on her ass. Damn, dude.
Is she being pelted with gummy bears?
Nah, I'm not. I didn't even start the video. There was like a lot of fucking bleeding welts and shit. And I was like, I don't really think I ever want to see that. I'm going to pass.
Yeah, it's the only thing I could think of. Like, was they fucking like shooting like out of a fucking some kind of air gun or shooting her in the fucking ass with gummy bears?
Yeah, I could see that might happen in some sort of weird BDSM porn. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, she makes her own gummy bears that are BDSM. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
A lot of time on your hands. I respect that.
Very interesting. So I wonder if all the was it Tumblr that had all the weird Sonic porn or shit like that? I wonder where those people go now. Is it DeviantArt? Is that the place?
I thought Pornhub made a grab at the audience. It was like, hey, we don't fucking care, and we have social stuff you can do, like to like, you know, profiles and like share and talk with your friends on it and shit.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. Good job, Pornhub. You guys are great fucking business peoples.
Oh, Mad Mailman's Gummy Bears cartoon show and the things he shoots at ballistic gummies. That would be interesting. And they make like fucking ballistic gummy dolls of the actual Disney cartoon characters from the Gummy Bears.
Wow.
To shoot. That would actually be kind of cool, man.
Yeah. The ballistic Joe, is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, instead of just a regular fucking head and a body, just fucking make it. It'd be great if you even had like the because you know they kind of put like things that are simulating organs and blood and shit. You know, make like a huge gummy bear that's going to actually look like it's bleeding out when you fucking shoot it.
All the organs with like cute things, like it doesn't have a heart; it has a cupcake.
Yeah, but when you shoot the cupcake, it bleeds real blood.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That'd be fucking hilarious, dude. I think we just started a new business, dude.
They're not intestines that spill out. It's just like gummy worms.
Yeah, it's like a nerd rope.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, intestines are made of fucking a nerd rope.
And then what would its tummy be? Like its stomach.
Pixie sticks. There you go, pixie sticks. Intestines are made of pixie sticks.
Lungs. What would be a good analogy for lungs?
Candy wise?
Well, I don't think it has to all be candy, though, does it? I mean,
Bags of popcorn, maybe? No, not bags of popcorn. It would have to be something that has to do with like inflating, or I guess it doesn't have to. It can just kind of look like ones, I guess. I can't even think of that.
Little bunches of balloons or something.
Yeah, but it would have to. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be candy. It just has to be fucking cutesy.
Sure.
Little balloons inflating and deflating. Dude. That'd be interesting. Oh, you motherfucker! You better not be closer. Yeah, fuck you, Captain Wolf. I'm fucking kicking your ass. Sorry. I was sending my guy out to march, and then like I noticed another fucking thing coming at it.
Oh, your cell phone game. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, what are you fucking doing? Like he was way lower, and he's way further away. Like, you know, because I'm pretty high level now. So like when I send my marches out, they fucking haul ass to get wherever they're going. Like it used to take me you know, as your character, you know, as you level up, like if you're gonna send them, like let's say it's 100 leagues, like that used to take me like 20 minutes, and now I can do it in about 4. You know, like my marches will get there in like 4 minutes when it used to take me 20.
Yeah.
I don't know. I sent my march before he did, and I was closer, and he still fucking sent a march trying to beat me. All right, buddy. I actually started another one, and a dude attacked me even though I was way higher level than him. He killed like 4,000 of his crew, and he only injured like 70 of mine. He didn't kill any of them.
Damn, dude.
I'm like, all right, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, he scouted, and he should have seen that I was way more powerful than him, because he actually sent a scout beforehand and then still attacked.
Sounds like a noob.
Right. Yeah, I guess, dude. Someone who does not understand, even a noob, like, how do you not understand that? Like, first of all, if anytime you're attacking, the person defending is going to have an advantage because they're defending.
Well, not like noob, not noob as NEWB, but noob as in NOOB, somebody who's just fucking awful.
Right.
Like they're just bad at the game. They're a noob.
I gotcha. All right. I
forgot that was like a different thing. Yeah. Yeah, because then there's NEWB, like it's a newbie, and they're like, oh yeah, they just haven't played very much, so like whatever.
But, yeah, it's just weird. I'm like, dude, it's basic fucking math here. Like I literally have 4 times the fucking army size as you. Yeah, just really fucking bizarre. I felt like kicking his ass, but I felt like I wanted to attack him for attacking me. You know what I mean? Like, all right, motherfucker. You want to fuck with me, I'll tear you up. But I was like, yeah, he's probably fucking. You know what I mean? I just kind of felt sorry for him, so I let him off. I let him live.
That's got to be
sorry. I just fucking
fun. Like you're like interrupted his fate.
Yeah. What? Sorry. What did you say?
I said it's got to be part of what makes the game fun. Be like, I control this man's fate.
Right. I could crush you if I want. I will let you live. You amuse me.
You got to make them dance for you. Like make them send you a video of them like dancing.
This is what I require for me not to attack you.
Oh yeah. That'd be hilarious. You'd probably get in trouble for it though. Like eventually, like the people that run the game would be like, "All right, you got to stop." No.
You can't be messing with people like this. Yeah, this new one, I was literally just doing it for one of my other games. Like, you know, I don't know if you know this, but on a lot of these games, they'll have offers that you'll complete to get you know, in-game currency or whatever. The other one that game I downloaded just to get to like, oh, okay, I'm like, this probably won't take that long, and that's kind of a lot of fucking, you know, loot or whatever. And then I've been at it like a week now, and I'm like maybe halfway there. I'm like, fuck, man, I would have never fucking started this shit if I knew it was going to take this long. You know, because there's some of them you literally only, you know, it takes like 20 minutes, and then you can just fucking, you get your credit or whatever for doing it, and then you delete the game.
Yeah.
Now they dragged me in, these motherfuckers.
Now you gotta do it forever. You have to spend all your fucking cash.
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking putting money into it. I'm not making that much. I'm not making that fucking mistake again, dude. I'm going to fucking, if I do, I will fucking shoot myself in the head. So there.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Okay, I got a story that was depressing and fucked up. But like, I wonder if it's really a story or if it's like one of those like sort of manufactured fucking outrage kind of things.
Oh, gotcha. Usually is. Statistically speaking, that is most likely.
So the mother begs the hospital to save 2 newborn twins, and the doctor takes one look and refuses.
What?
Essentially, like they had to be born. They had to be assisted to be born. Apparently, if they make it to a certain like age, like 22 or 23 weeks or something like that. But these are 22-week and 5-day-old twins, and he decided they didn't. The neonatologist just wouldn't do anything because they didn't think that they would have any chance at all of surviving.
Wow.
One of them survived for 45 minutes, the other for 2.5 hours.
What? So the guy, like, you wouldn't put him in an incubator or whatever the fuck shit they have.
Whatever they didn't do any medical treatment at all. They just let the twins die.
So why were they coming out? Why were they coming out already? Did it say?
Apparently, twins are born prematurely quite often.
Yeah, but that prematurely? I mean, that's
7 months.
I mean, that's 6 months, dude.
9 times 4. Yeah, so that's 7 months.
You said like 25
I don't really understand a lot of that, but I was just like,
wait, what did you say? 25 weeks? So that's just over 6 months. That's essentially 6 months.
No, the babies made it to 21 and 5 days, or 21 and 4 days old. That was it.
So that's not even 6 months, dude. 6 months would be 24 weeks, or probably 25 weeks.
And then I think it was like 22 weeks is like the cutoff, or 23 weeks is the cutoff, where they won't, other than that, they won't do anything.
Right.
It's a trip, yeah. So they just let the mom basically took a video of the whole thing. So it's interesting. Like, I wonder if they're going to sue the shit out of the doctors, if there's going to be like an ethics investigation.
Well, I mean, again, if there's a cutoff, there's got to be a reason for it. Like, if they don't want to. Although, if they did she not have insurance or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if there's anything about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's got to be more to that. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, I assume there was a reason that the doctor didn't have didn't pursue what the doctor should have. Like, you would think, like, you should do whatever it takes.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
Maybe he looked at the mom and he was like, you know what? I don't want your fucking genes moving on. I don't want your fucking genes to continue on.
If that was the reason, then they're going to get sued the fuck out of it.
Right.
It's going to win, but
yeah. You think? Yeah.
But they basically let her just like hold them until they died, I guess, or something.
Wow. Just sitting there waiting for the fucking babies to die. Jesus Christ. That is pretty fucking awful.
Yeah, the whole thing sounds fucking insane. Like, I don't understand it because I've never had anything to do with that. So I don't want to say like one way or the other.
Yeah, I feel like we need more information, and I feel like they're leaving shit out.
Yeah, it's like the cutoff is 23 weeks, and the baby's made it to 22 weeks and 5 days or something, and you're like, well, I don't know why that's 2 days is enough of a difference that you're like, fuck it, let them die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
deal is.
Yeah, there's something fishy
also,
going on.
I don't know that doctors are required to treat. I don't know if they're not. I can't remember. Like, I think if you're in a hospital, they're required to provide medical care.
Yeah, like an emergency room, I think they have to treat, even if, or if it's life threatening. I would imagine. I don't know what the cutoff is there, but
yeah. Well, so I
you know,
wonder why that
like,
wouldn't
yeah,
apply
if you fucking have a gunshot wound, and like even if you owe the fucking emergency room place fucking tens of thousands of dollars, like they still have to treat you, even if you know they're not going to fucking pay if they haven't paid before. You know what I'm
Well, and
saying?
then those babies were obviously in threat of dying, like they were going to die. The hospital
Right.
reported them as stillborn, despite the video evidence that they were obviously born alive. So
Wow.
I
That's
wonder, like, if that's going to be part of like the legal case if one comes up, or if that's
yeah.
like
I mean,
a
why would they?
procedure and there's nothing she can do, kind of thing. Like, I'm just curious.
They must have saw her filming. Why would they fucking report it as stillborn? There's a lot of the story that just doesn't add up, dude. I see what you're saying, dude.
The
You know what I
article
mean? Like,
implies that she managed to sneak the film, like to not like to get the film and sneak it out without them being the wiser.
okay,
So I'm not entirely sure. Like I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
Does
There's
she
a
have a
lot of
fucking
questions
spy
and not a lot of
camera? She set up
answers.
a fucking spy camera like behind her fucking
Or
shoulder or
somebody else in
something.
the room was holding a phone and was filming, and people just weren't aware of it. Might not have been the mom specifically that filmed it. Might have been the husband.
Right, right. It's again sounds incredibly fishy, dude.
Yeah, well, I don't know what that website was. It's not one I've ever heard of, so I don't know how accurate like any of the news stories are. But it happened in Ohio, so I'm sure we will hear something soon. If it ever amounts to a lawsuit or something, I'm sure that'll make news.
Right. I guess it depends. Yeah, Ohio's kind of weird. Like there's kind of like super conservative spots like around Cincinnati in that area, and then like it's Ohio's traditionally one of the swing states, right?
I think
one
so.
That can kind of go either way, Republican or as far as presidential and shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You hear that siren? Are you picking that up?
Yep. A little bit in the
really
background
loud?
there. It's very quiet.
I've had the garage door open this whole time because there hasn't really been any noise. Let me know if it gets too bad. I'll fucking close the door.
I mean, if they're coming to arrest you, I'm sure we'll find out.
I'm all ready for them. Got the door open for them. Come on in, fellas. I knew it was just a matter of time. Before you caught up with me.
Oh man, do you have like neighbors that are like near you or something, or?
Not really.
Oh, okay. You have one of those areas where like the houses are super far apart, kind of thing.
Not super far apart, but they're not that close. I mean, I mean, there's, well, yeah, I guess yeah. Compared to like an actual city where houses can be within like 10 feet of each other, or even closer. No, it's like the nearest house would be across the street. You know what I mean? And all the houses are set back from the street like a good, 30 or 40 feet at least.
Yeah. Like in my neighborhood, like it's about 10 feet between the houses or so at most.
Yeah. Actually, the house I lived in town was like that too. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it is. It is, in fact.
Yeah, like if the neighbor has one of the neighbor's kids is in like the military, and when he comes back, he'll like they have a pool table in their garage, and so like they'll play pool. He'll play, invite friends over to drink and play pool and all that, and you can kind of hear them through the windows even when they're closed. Not super loud or obnoxious or anything, but
yeah, but close enough. Yeah, I got you.
I was just sitting there thinking, like, I cannot imagine doing this in like my garage kind of thing. Like, people walking by, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, no, they're definitely far enough away. That's like my neighbor. Well, on one side, I actually live right next to a huge fucking water tank, so that's one side of the house, and yeah, on the other side, I would say from the edge of like this garage to the house next to us on the same side of the street. I don't know. It's at least 300, 400 yards.
Oh wow, okay, so a couple of football fields.
Yeah. I mean, we have like an acre and a half here.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, and we're on the far, the far side from where the house next to us is. So
yeah, I'd say these are all like quarter acre lots, like in my neighborhood. Like that's about the standard, I think, quarter acre or so.
Yeah. The house. When I bought a house in my mid 20s, it was like that. It was a neighborhood like that.
See, I want to live in a neighborhood like where you're at, where you got like a couple of football fields between you and the other house. Nobody fucking bothers anybody.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Although the neighbors fucking fucking like to burn trash and do stupid shit like that every once in a while. But other than that,
like burn trash.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess that smells real fucking bad.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not all trash. It's not like fucking decomposed. It's like burning like all their fucking paper and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it happens a lot here for some fucking reason. It's really fucking weird.
Oh, you could be living next to homesteaders, man.
Hmm.
You seen that shit on YouTube, homesteaders?
No.
Where they buy a big enough plot of land. Usually it's like at least an acre, but more often it's like 5 acres. And basically they try to make it so that they basically live off the land. Like they farm, they raise animals, they do all the old timey like food storage stuff, like canning and shit like that, drying food, canning. What else do you do to preserve? Like pickling, a lot of pickling.
Pickling. Are you still doing that? I thought you'd stopped. I think you said you'd stop doing that.
I'm gonna make more eventually. Like we haven't gone through all the pickles that I made so far all together yet, but like I'm gonna make more pickles.
Nice.
They were fucking delicious, man.
Yeah, they really were. Really homemade shit usually is,
The one I really want to try again that I never really I gave up on was the what do you call it?
Yes, what do you call it?
Fucking with the cabbage.
Oh, sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. I want to make sauerkraut again. I really want to get like a batch that I feel comfortable and safe eating. But that shit takes like fucking 3 or 4 weeks, It's like,
yeah.
Whereas like you want to make pickles, it's 3 days, 4 days.
Wasn't that the one that like you had never tried sauerkraut for some reason?
For the longest time, I never tried sauerkraut, and then people were like, "The fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, I think it was me. I'm like, dude, you got to try that shit.
And so I bought a jar from Safeway. It was actually the store brand because it had the least ingredients. It was like water, cabbage, salt, and a little bit of sugar. And I'm like, I can do that.
It sounds relatively healthy. Yeah. Yeah, I fucking love sauerkraut, dude.
You look at the other jars and it was like, contains sulfites and all sorts of other weird shit. And I'm like, fuck you.
That does not sound healthy. Yeah. Yeah, sauerkraut's one of those things, man. It's like you either fucking love it or you fucking despise it.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. So good. Oh my god. Yeah, whenever there's a place up in Tempe. It's called Ted's Hot Dogs. It's really weird because all of them are there's a bunch of it's like a chain back east, like in the Buffalo area in New York. Yeah. And then there's one that's not in that area, and it's in Tempe, which is weird to me. But anyways, but yeah, like they fucking I'll get like a Polish sausage from there, and I'll literally have them stack it like an inch high, dude. I want like a bunch of sauerkraut, and no matter what they put on there, I'm like, more please. Like you have to charge me for it. I want it like this fucking high on there. Yeah, it's really fucking good. I mean, everything there is really fucking good, but yeah, they have a really excellent sauerkraut too.
They probably make it themselves. Then it has to be.
Yeah, almost certainly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're doing it at a restaurant level, that's a lot easier. You're getting like a food grade 20. Was it 5 gallon, 20 gallon? I can never remember. I think it's a 5 gallon bucket, like a food grade 5 gallon bucket, and you're just fucking throwing in like 6 cabbages and fucking. Because all it takes is like water and salt. Like you can also add a lot of other shit like seasoning, like onions, garlic, and just a whole bunch of other shit and make it crazy. But
yeah, for the most part, it's just
water and salt.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Enough salt that essentially the only bacteria that can survive is the one you want.
Yeah, the good shit. Nice.
Yeah, that's why I got like the little fucking nipple lids and shit for the fucking pickles I make. Because you literally just, stick a little one-way nipple on the top and then fucking let it sit for 2 days, 2.5 days, and it's gone. It's done. Water and salt.
Yeah, and the nipple thing, allows like the excess air, the gases to escape?
Yeah, the CO2 that's created by the lactic not the lactic acid, the lactobacilliae or whatever they are.
All right.
A little fucking bacteria then shit out carbon dioxide. So
that's nice.
Yep. And actually, it's really nice because then you got a layer of carbon dioxide and water between the food and the oxygen, so you don't have to worry about the bad shit getting in there. It's even more.
Yeah, nothing's getting through all that.
But I made like, oh god, maybe 4 or 5 jars of pickles that were like just standard, like regular pickles, and then I canned them. Like you actually boil the fucking jars and shit to seal them properly, and then you let them sit for a week, and those were really good. And then I fucking fermented like 2 or 3 jars of pickles, and those are also good. But it's like, you know, I mean, how many pickles do you eat in a given week?
Right. Yeah, I'm weird. I really like pickles, but I'll go through long stretches where I don't eat any, and then fucking all of a sudden I'll eat pickles for like 5 days straight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they keep essentially forever, right? I mean, they really don't go bad.
The ones that I canned are pretty much good for a long ass time, like a couple of years.
Yeah.
The ones that I pickle, like I need to make a new batch because I'm out of those, like the homemade like fermented pickles. But those are good for a couple of months in the fridge. But yeah, after that they're done.
What do? They start breaking down at that point, or?
I mean, the process doesn't stop in the fridge; it just slows down. So eventually, yeah, like they'll break down the cucumbers altogether. And then, you know, sooner or later the bad bacteria gets in anyway, you know.
Right. Just from the fact that you're opening the can sometime, or open the jar or whatever.
Yeah. And if you over pickle them, like, because it depends on your own particular taste. If you over pickle them, they get carbonated. And I don't know if you can really fully grasp the weirdness of a pickle that's carbonated in your mouth when you're chewing.
It's like a pickle that got injected with like seltzer water.
It's sort of. It's literally a carbonated pickle, if that makes any sense.
So like a bunch of
it's
tiny
a little
bubbles.
overly soft, and it's like little bubbles of like carbonation coming out with like the whole, like you get the same flavor from that sort of tang you get from like seltzer water, or like soda, the carbonic acid from the carbon,
right?
But it's in a pickle. It's like a pickle.
Yeah, that sounds awful. I don't know, but
it's really not very good. And they're also, at that point, they're usually really soft. Like they don't quite have that crunch that a pickle is supposed to have anymore.
Yeah.
Like you want the pickle to have a little bit of soft on the outside, but mostly be crunchy. At least for me. That's my preference for pickles.
All right. Yeah, I don't mind being like, they don't need to be super crunchy, like, you know, where you can fucking snap them in half. But
no.
I don't mind the soft ones, but yeah, I like them a little crunchy.
Yeah, well, at the point where they get carbonated, there's usually very little to no crunch left at all.
It's almost like eating like fucking the consistency of like mashed potatoes or something.
It's not quite that soft, more like a really firm Jello.
I gotcha.
Like if you were to double the gelatin or triple the gelatin in a Jello recipe so that it didn't, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. It's not a good texture.
I was gonna say that also sounds unappealing. Jello consistency is fine for Jello.
Yeah,
not for.
But you gotta give it like an extra, like, so it was basically like a case where I just didn't know, and it's anywhere from 3 to like 6 days is the normal for people. And so for me, it's like I like it after about like 2.5 days, maybe 3. Some people like it more pickled down the 6 day range, you know.
Yeah,
it's a matter of personal preference. But then, you know, when you put it in the fridge, the process slows down way slower. So it takes months to get to that, like where it would for like the 6 days kind of thing.
All right. Give me like 30 seconds. I gotta just throw fucking laundry in the dryer. All right.
Yay! Throw laundry in the dryer.
I'll be right back. Bye-bye.
Yeah, sure. He's lying. He's gonna fucking. He's running away, folks. He couldn't handle gaming and Satan not being here tonight. Let's see here. All right, get this article pulled up, and boom. Chairman of Germany's anti-migrant AfD party is beaten nearly to death. Essentially, it was an assassination attempt. That's what it looks like, and then three people beat the shit out of him with the fucking stick, and then ran. And then it was reported in the news like fucking like just a mild assault, like it wasn't that bad. But you look, this dude's in the fucking hospital, like barely fucking alive. Goddamn, Germany's fucking lost. It should be interesting to see how that fucking plays out, especially with the yellow jacket stuff going on over in Europe in general. I don't know about anybody else, but I am genuinely hoping they start overthrowing some of these fucking governments, or at least getting some of these bad actors out of the fucking positions of authority with the yellow jacket stuff. Like, it would be nice to think that that's possible, and it doesn't actually take like legit revolution with like fucking, you know, shooting each other and just flat out murdering the people that you don't want in power to bring about real change. But what was it? It's fucking Hungarian or fucking some other like Eastern Bloc nation guy is supposedly going to take over from Merkel, I guess, on the EU, and he's talking about like they're going to have like two Europes essentially, where like one is like the EU and the other one is not the EU, and I'm not real sure how that's going to work out. I predict civil war in the EU a lot sooner than in the US, that's for sure. Oh, the president of the European Union is Claude Juncker. I thought it was fucking Angela Merkel. I guess she just runs it. That's fucking funny. Yep. Either way, their time is rapidly approaching the fucking end, I think. Let's see. All right, back to accidental racism there. Let's see. Oh, fucking. It didn't say chunk, it's a chink. Nice. The Celtic knot one. That's pretty lame. The swastika there. I don't get that one. Rob the Jew is playing. Shows the guy's doing that. That's nice. All right, there we go. Oh, a game advertisement says don't touch other colors. Oh my god, what the fuck? That's got to be somewhere in fucking Thailand, right? Is it Thailand, I think, where Hitler is like big, like everybody likes him? Or is it Cambodia? I can never fucking remember. One of those fucking Asian countries where they're like, Hitler was awesome. He was a great military leader. He did great things for Germany. You know, technically true. To a point. Color white is touching brown. Then move away. Smart white kids. Okay, yeah. Let's see. I don't get that. Okay. Oh, that's obviously not in English, but niggas, gas, nig gas. Oh man. White women is in children's hospital. Oh, okay. I can't play this audio for that, unfortunately. It's stretching that. Oh, that's pretty fucking funny. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just like I fucking hate those people on YouTube anyway. They're just so fucking obnoxious. All right, let me see here. I went for the white. All right, that's got to be enough of that. That's too easy. Oh man. You know, it strikes me that I feel like this 30 seconds was substantially longer than 30 seconds. I feel like it's going to be a couple of minutes before Daytwalk gets back. Let's see here.
Jesus Christ, dude. That was fucking quite the adventure. That was like 30 seconds, right?
I have no idea. I can't really conceptualize time very well.
Yeah, it was much longer, dude. Yeah. So I was fucking throwing the laundry in, and then I was like, as soon as I stood up, I'm like, all right, now all of a sudden I have to piss fucking super bad. So
yeah, I'd imagine.
So I was hurrying up and throwing the laundry in, and then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna run into the bathroom real quick. But then my fucking phone does this thing every once in a while, where if an alarm goes off, it won't stop. I can't dismiss it. I literally have to take the phone off and take the battery out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't know what does it. I still have not figured out what sets it off. Like, you know, what combination of things causes that to happen. But every fucking once in a while, it just is like, fuck you, you're not dismissing that. Like, whatever it is. And it's the loudest. Like, the alarm was the loudest setting.
Yeah.
So I'm in the fucking house.
Well, does anybody ever use an alarm and not set it to the loudest setting?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I try to set most of these that go off during the show. Actually, I should probably do that right now that I'm fucking thinking about it. I usually set any of the ones that go off during the show to silent, to just vibrate or whatever. But yeah, other than that, yeah, why the fuck would you have it anything other than?
I mean, for the sake of gaming, you should probably change those all to the loudest setting too.
Yeah, he does get super fucking annoyed, dude. That is pretty funny.
But he'll just go to sleep in the middle of a fucking show. Like, he'll fucking leave himself on without muting or anything. Just go lay down in bed and go to sleep.
Yeah, he literally can't just click off even. Nah, that's
or say goodbye.
All right.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
not as funny as Satan.
I think he's full of shit, though. I think he, I think he just passed out and didn't snore, and didn't want to admit it.
Oh, didn't want to admit he pulled a Satan in satire.
Yeah, maybe not. I could be mistaken. I have no evidence other than I just think he would do something like that. I didn't care. I didn't click off. Like, that doesn't make any sense, dude.
Yeah, that's a good point. Matt Middleman typed in the chat, I want some sleep.
If you got any extra sleep laying around, I could really use some.
Take some of that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind some either. Like, I sleep at work, but it's not as good a sleep as I would normally get in my own bed. So,
yeah, one good night's sleep. Like, I sleep pretty regularly, but not for a very long duration.
Well, right now I only have 1 day a week where I get to sleep in, so I'm still like okay-ish for the most part. But it does kind of wear on you for the rest of the week when you have to get up with an alarm every single day. It's nice to be able to sleep in at least twice a week. That's really like the bare minimum, in my opinion, for what you need to recharge for like the getting up at like 6 a.m. shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, of course, you know, I stay up late on my nights off. So then when I have to fucking go to work, like tonight, I'll probably be up until 2 or 3 a.m. And then tomorrow when I go to work, I'll have to like try to go to sleep at like 11. So I'll just definitely be fucking myself over for that, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Although luckily I don't have to worry about training for another month.
Yeah, that's nice.
Because training, I get another day where I don't get to sleep in. I got to get up early to go fucking do the training. Although I don't get another one that's quite as fucking ridiculous as the fucking racial sensitivity till like April. Because
that's still fucking hilarious, dude.
Well, the fucking county is apparently going to start requiring it. She was like, well, I figured if the county is talking about requiring it, I should just get it done now so I don't have to worry about like later.
Yeah, I should annoy you guys with this stupid bullshit now instead of waiting until we absolutely are forced to.
Well, then here's the thing. Lady. Fucking absolutely none of it has anything to do with what we do. At no point are we like, oh, damn, I was going to counsel you, but you're Mexican.
Right.
You know, or, oh, you're a black dude. So, you know, fucking.
There's no hope for you because you're black, you see.
Like fucking nothing. That never comes up. Like, I've never, like, it's like, wow, you seem really upset right now. If you want to take a few minutes to fucking walk away from the table and not punch your fucking housemate because he took more corn than you think he should have, it'd be great. You know, nothing to do with race.
Nothing racial, yeah.
And that's most of the time everybody just gets along chill. Like that's just once in a while. We had a guy who would get mad if the fucking like so if they were handing out like fish sticks for dinner, like everybody got like a plate with 10 fish sticks on it, like identical amounts. He would get pissed off because he would say like somebody else's fish sticks were bigger.
Yeah, look at their 10 fish sticks probably weigh at least 3 ounces more than my 10 fucking fish
He'd be like, I should get 12 because those are huge.
Wow.
And shit. And he would get mad and throw like a temper tantrum and shit.
Jesus, dude. What do you do with somebody like that?
Ignore him?
I would hope so.
That's what they did. That's what eventually it got to. They'd just be like, you know what, man? I don't really care.
Yeah, you can rail as much. If that is that important to you that you feel need to rail about it, go on ahead, dude. Yeah. I'm going to sit here and not listen to you.
For a lot of the clients, it's reparenting essentially. Like you're like setting the boundaries that were never set when they were like kids or young adults or whatever, so that they can learn the skills that they didn't get to be independent.
Right,
and some of them may never get it because the psychosis just fucking is so bad or whatever, like the mental health problems are so bad. But for the most part, like the only thing I feel that what we do lacks is get them a job.
Yeah, give them some kind of sense of purpose.
Even if it was like a volunteer job and there was no money involved. They need to work. Even if it's 2 hours a day, 5 days a week or something, they need to have something other than just existing.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to have a sense of purpose, dude.
Yeah, there's got to be a sense of purpose.
Yeah, it could even, again, like you said, it could be volunteering to fucking do something, being of service to others. Like, that's pretty fucking essential, man.
Yeah, when I worked with the people that were like severely mentally ill plus mentally retarded, one of the happiest clients I've ever worked with was one of her things was she would go out every day for like Monday through Friday for like 4 hours and do litter abatement. So she would go out with a crew, she'd get the fucking bag and go out and pick up trash. And she fucking loved it. She felt like she really did something nice for, the community as a whole, and that it was accomplishing something because she could tell like, oh yeah, the bus stop's, covered in trash. Now it's, it's clean.
Yeah.
So, and she was super happy. She made money from it that she would go out like once a week. She would go out and get like a sandwich and she'd get her like, her like movie tickets or something. Like she was very happy about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you can really tell the difference.
Yeah, no, having a sense of purpose in life is the POW camps and shit during like World War II. Like when they broke it down to like which ones had like the highest, like the people that did died the least, I guess, because a lot of them still died.
Oh yeah, highest mortality rates versus the lowest mortality rates.
Yeah, the ones that seemed to function okay and still survive okay were the ones where, again, they had some kind of sense of purpose, some kind of like feeling like they existed for some fucking whatever shitty reason it was. But yeah, those are the ones that did the best, other than the ones that were just, essentially nobody really communicated, nobody really did anything. They just fucking worked and suffered and worked and suffered. Even if it was, again, it didn't need to be much, but it had to be something, and it made a fucking immeasurable difference in the mortality rates.
Oh, I'm not at all surprised. Yeah.
In fact, although this shows how fucking sadistic some of these German motherfuckers were. Apparently, in this one camp, they would make these fucking group of people move these fucking like 100-pound bags of like rock salt or whatever the fuck it was. It was these super heavy bags, and they would basically they would have them move them from one end of the camp to the other, and then as soon as they had moved them all, they would have them move them right back.
Damn,
so you remove that sense of purpose, and you know that what you're doing, there's absolutely no fucking reason for it to be done other than the guards are fucking sick fucks.
Yeah, you would just die or like fucking kill yourself or just not.
Yeah. Or unless you're the type that the anger can fucking kind of rage through it. But beyond that, yeah, they're not only removing your sense of purpose, but they're letting you know exactly how pointless what you're being forced to do is.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's pretty fucking sick, right?
Yeah. That would be pretty fucking awful, especially if that was the only thing you did.
Yeah, because it's, again, obviously they're doing it just to fuck with you, man. They're like, yeah, we don't have anything else for you to do, so we're going to make you do some shit that's completely unnecessary, and we're going to make sure you know it's unnecessary. Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Dude, that's just fucking... Like, I can't even imagine that. Like, I can, like, torture almost sounds like it would be better.
Yeah.
They just beat you up and try to get information out of you or something. It's like, well, you have a sense of purpose, not fucking.
Yeah, at least have something to resist against. Even that's a sense of purpose. Fuck.
But if they're just like, look, man, you don't fucking matter, and we're just gonna fucking work you to death.
Yeah, you're essentially fucking cattle. You're essentially fucking pets that we're gonna we're gonna fuck with.
That's pretty fucked up.
Pretty fucking evil, man.
Not a lot to be said about that one. God damn, dude.
Yeah, the dude in Schindler's List that just started fucking sniping people was almost nicer by comparison.
Yeah, really. Legit. Like, at least those people were like done with the suffering.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen that? Have you seen Schindler's List? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have seen Schindler's List, but it was a long ass time ago.
Well, there's a dude that worked at one of the camps, and he'd be like sitting out on his fucking front porch eating his coffee or whatever, like, one of the higher ups. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, he would just decide to take his sniper rifle out and just shoot somebody in the fucking yard.
Just like randomly shoot people and shit?
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. I don't know if they ever explained if he actually had a reason, like he thought they weren't moving fast enough, because they definitely moved faster after the shot started. I'll tell you that fucking much. But I think he was just a sick fuck that like thought it was funny to fucking just shoot somebody with a fucking sniper rifle out of the blue.
Well, I mean, if you don't think they're real people, I mean, those kind of camps had to attract a lot of the fucking kind of like serial killer types. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the fucking the true psychopath.
Yeah, the truly deranged individuals. Like, I would imagine the serial killers worked at a lot of concentration camps, because that's like a fucking playground right there, dude.
Yeah, I mean, almost the more sadistic you were, the more you're gonna get fucking promoted, most likely.
I would imagine, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Fucking Megala and all those motherfuckers. Work will set you free. That's some fucked up. You're familiar with that, right? Is it Mengele? Dr. Mengele? Anyways, the fucking doctor had that written on the fucking like above the fucking gates of is it Auschwitz? Whatever it was.
Oh, that's just mean.
Yeah, which was technically true, but what he meant by set you free is you're going to work to death. So it will set you free by fucking you dying. Yeah, it's a really fucking sick, cruel, sick joke, dude.
Hey, you know what? I think I'd prefer the shower, sir.
Yeah, just get this over with. Yeah, like, okay, all right. So the Germans do have a sense of humor. It's just fucking evil, dude. Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Oh man. Yeah. Fucking.
That's why the phrase Schadenfreude comes from German. They're the ones that are best at this shit. Let's use their phrase for it.
All right. Lighting my hand warmer up. You know the Zippo hand warmer? You ever hear the Zippo hand warmer thing?
Zippo hand warmer?
Yeah, here, let me show you what I'm talking about. They're pretty fucking awesome because like a little tiny bit of like fluid will go a long way. Like if you fill it all the way, it lasts for like 12 hours, which is a lot.
Right.
But if you fill it like here we go. Make sure it's not showing off my address. Don't want Satan showing up at my house now.
Or Loki.
Loki. That's true. I do not want to be kidnapped by anybody today.
Jesus, is anybody still watching, by the way?
I think Mad Metal and Loki are still there, and Rotten as well.
All right.
But this is what it is, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was thinking of like the one that has the little crystals in it or whatever. The shit that you strap.
Oh. No, this one like has a little like platinum impregnated like thing that fucking starts a chemical reaction, and then you put it in like a little pouch to keep it from getting too much oxygen, and it just warms the whole thing up like super warm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I was thinking the ones that I used to use to like strap to the outside of the whatever bottle of urine I was smuggling in to pass a drug test.
Oh, nice.
Like the little one that just has the little rocks in it or little crystals or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like you heat it up and shit. Like these are chill. And like the nice thing is you fill it just a little bit of the way and you get like 4 hours or 6 hours instead.
No, I got you. So once it's started, it's going to keep going until it's done.
There's no way to shut it down other than physically taking the top part off and then pulling the catalytic converter, like that is what they're burning to take off, like that part right there, that where the all the heat generates from. Mm-hmm. And I would imagine that would hurt a lot.
Yeah, it'd probably be a little warm, a little toasty.
Yeah, like it's a little uncomfortable to touch the bare metal of it. Like it's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna burn my hands or nothing. Like that's not real likely. Mm-hmm. But I think if you wanted to pull and touch the actual inner part, that would be quite warm.
Yeah, not recommended.
Yeah. So the chemical hand warmers,
mm-hmm.
The ones where you like get out of the pouch. This actually gets a little bit warmer and stays that way for about 12 hours on average with the full. I'd say like a 1/4 ounce of lighter fluid or so, maybe like a 1/2 ounce. It's really not a lot.
Is it that cold in your room, by the way?
No, it's just nice. I like it. It's warm.
I'm going to assume that you're using it on your hands, dude, and not ask you to verify
that. Loki said he knows but we both live already, and he has Gaming and Satan watching the show right now. Right now they're screaming, "It fucking sucks! Turn it off!"
Why are they still doing it? I don't understand. Yeah, I assume everybody that's watching is just morbid curiosity. Like they're still going.
Oh, I'm sure
doing it. It's fascinating.
But yeah, I'm gonna use these at work. That's where I'm gonna work. The office where I sleep is not super well heated, and I thought like these might be kind of nice. Well, on the really cold nights, I could just fucking snuggle up to my fucking hand warmers.
All right.
Or put them in my socks or something.
Okay.
Not really. I just like having hand warmers.
I I know you put it under your nutsack. It's fine, Stabby. It's fine.
Well, now I'm gonna. I mean, I wasn't before, but like now that you've said it, I kind of have to try it.
That will definitely be a warming sensation.
Yeah. The only downside to these is there's a very slight odor of the lighter fluid, like the Zippo lighter fluid.
Oh, right.
I mean, to be fair, like you're not really going to notice that most of the time. Like you really only notice it when you first light it.
I actually like those smells, like gasoline, lighter fluid. For some reason, I fucking like those smells.
Because you're a man. It's a manly smell.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not bad. Like it doesn't smell terrible or anything. It's very, very faint.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to smell the pouch to really get it.
You have to like almost deliberately be trying to fucking smell it.
Yeah, pretty much. After like the first couple of minutes, like for a minute or two, it's a little like, oh wow, and then eventually it starts to get like, okay, that's a little much. Like I kind of ready for that to stop right now.
Gotcha.
But they're like $15-$20, and apparently, like they last for years.
Yeah.
So good quality Zippo product. I guess if you lived in somewhere like Minnesota or fucking like one of those winter fucking states, it might be worth having like one in each pocket.
During
the
just keep your hands in your pockets. Yeah, right next to the warmers.
Well, like for say they're pretty flat. They're about the size of a pack of cigarettes and about a quarter the width, maybe half, somewhere between a half and a quarter as wide as a cigarette pack.
Yeah.
So you could easily keep like one in each pocket of a pair of jeans if you worked outside, for instance, like in the winter, and like you just stick your hands in there when you're not like using them for something else, so you don't lose dexterity because they get too cold.
No, gotcha.
I wonder if they make gloves that you put hand warmers in.
They probably have some kind of shit that's got like battery powered, like the gloves, or just have like wires running through it.
Yeah.
If not, let's do it. Let's invent that.
That's a way to go, dude. USB rechargeable gloves. I know my dad had battery powered warming socks at one point.
Yeah, it's like a 9-volt battery. Those ones.
Yeah, like it was like a 9-volt. I can't remember if it was a 9-volt or a AAA, but it was one of the two.
I know. I think my dad had those too. I don't think his were definitely a 9-volt.
I don't think they worked at all.
Doubtful.
Like
other than the fact that they were socks and they kept your feet warm because they were fucking socks. Yeah, they were super thick socks to begin with. I mean, they kind of had to be to have fucking wires and shit running through them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Dick's Sporting Goods has like these really soft, really thick socks you can buy in the wintertime that are really nice. But I don't know, man. Like the only unfortunate thing is they're too thick to wear like with slippers. And then we have like my whole house is like hardwood floors. They have no traction whatsoever. So it is like you are walking on ice in these fucking socks. You can't, like your feet are warm, but you're gonna fucking take a header if you don't like really, really walk slow.
Yeah. Although that could be kind of fun. Sliding around.
Yeah, right until you fucking fall on hardwood floors.
All right.
It's great.
Then the fun stops suddenly.
Or you're trying to take a piss and you're trying not to do the splits. Because your feet just want to like slide away from each other.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I've rethought it. It doesn't sound fun at all.
I wonder how many people have had that particular experience where their socks are just too slick for some reason, and they're like, "Oh shit, I can't stop peeing, but I'm trying not to fucking tear my fucking groin."
Right, like, oh shit, it turns out I can do the splits.
Or I'm about to find out.
I did, in fact, rip my groin, but I did do the split. Technically, mission accomplished.
I think my brother did that once when he was a kid.
Yeesh.
Like fell and did the splits on accident.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking scary.
It was kind of funny to watch for me. I mean, it was terrible for him,
Right.
but at the
I wonder if
time,
my son has that because my son's like double jointed with like his fingers, like you can bend them fucking way the fuck back, dude. Fucking
oh
weird.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, I know he used to when he was a kid, when he was like fucking I don't know 3 or 4. He used to walk around like up on his tippy toes, but he would actually curl his toes under. So like essentially the tops of his toes were where it was on the ground, and he would walk around like that. It's
nice.
really fucking weird.
You should put him in
And
a circus, man.
then,
That's like good solid career, right? Circus.
yeah, yeah, what the fuck was I doing? Not exploiting my kid, dude. What the
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with me?
Well, I mean, if you really wanted to make money, you'd have him in drag right now, right?
Yeah, yeah, a few years too late, but damn it, or maybe not. All right, turns out you're a woman now.
He's too old for fucking drag.
Yeah. I guess regular drag. I was thinking of the hormones and the. Well, I was just going
Oh
off.
yeah,
You got to be 10 in order to be able to work in a strip club.
yeah. Oh Jesus.
So yeah, he's 14 now. He's past his prime for that kind of thing.
That still makes me feel just a little ill every time I think about that. Like the fucking, we're gonna take some fucking photos with you and a naked man. That's not weird. Fucking Christ.
I'd really be curious how the strip club thing came about. Did the mom approach the strip club? Did the strip club approach her? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, you know what? Like, was that actually a strip club, or was that just a nightclub with a stage, and it looked like a strip club?
Yeah,
The way they were acting.
Right. Just a nightclub dancing.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like a fucking strip club because they're throwing singles. They're making it rain on a fucking little kid. But
yeah, so disturbing, dude. Just fucking nuke that place from orbit.
Yeah. Tear it down and build a fucking what do you call the Jewish temple?
Synagogue.
Build a synagogue or a church or something there. Like, we're gonna have immorality. We want everybody to know it from the fucking sign on the door.
Right. Total nothing but debauchery here.
Hey, that's why you put up a church sign. That's one of my pet peeves. Is it's okay to make fun of like any organized religion, but Islam, and Islam is the one that like actively wants like everybody dead right now. It's not Islamic. It's like they've routinely announced like we want to kill America and all of the Americans.
Yeah. Well, again, it's a stated goal of Islam is to take over everything. Like the worldwide caliphate is their fucking goal. You know.
Yep.
And and that's the thing is, like they're like, oh yeah, there's tons of fucking moderate, Muslims, but they subscribe to the same thing. They believe the same shit. They're just not actively, blowing shit up or whatever. But the vast majority of them still condone it.
Well, I think the majority of like the moderate Muslims are like basically like the weekend Christians, like the Sunday Christians,
right?
Like they're in a country where they're wealthy enough as a nation that the people nobody's like desperate and like, or they don't allow the like 10 wives to one guy kind of thing. So they're not like, well, I'm never gonna get married, so I might as well fucking go blow some shit up. Get them 71 virgins in the afterlife because I'm not going to fucking get laid in the real world.
Yeah, dude, that's the other thing that I find really confusing is, okay, so the shit that you're absolutely allowed, that's absolutely totally amoral and sinful, is essentially your reward in the afterlife.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
How does that fucking make sense, dude? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Isn't it similar in Christianity and like Judaism, though?
Yeah. Oh no, any religion really. Yeah. Although I don't know. Well, no, not really. No, there's no fucking shit about getting a bunch of virgins when you fucking die. I mean, it's essentially heaven, but they never really say anything like, "Hey, you can fuck whoever you want," or you know what I mean. It's supposed to just be a fucking place of perfection or whatever. They don't never really go into detail of it. I guess other than that, I don't know. I haven't actually read the Bible or any of that shit.
Oh yeah. Why? That's the thing. I've never really heard any details either, so I was curious.
Yeah, it's just if you behave, you go to heaven, and it's great there. But that's pretty much it. There's really no details about it. You know, and in Islam, it's like, yeah, don't you ever fucking just have sex with a bunch of women. But when you die, if you martyr yourself, you get to have sex with a bunch of women. 72, in fact. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Such horseshit. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it's fucking that right there is the main issue I have. Well, with Islam and all of them, really.
Like, you know, during World War II, if there's like a fucking recruitment center right next to a whorehouse, and they were like, "Look, come on in, sign up for the army. We'll give you a free fucking pass to the whorehouse." Like, I think it's real obvious what you want there.
Yeah. Everything sucks. It'd blow up the fucking planet.
Calm down.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. So, yeah, nowhere. We're not heading anywhere nice. We peaked. I'm not sure exactly when, but it was sometime before now, and we're on the downslope. So let's just fucking blow it all up.
You know,
I get a chain reaction going with the Earth's core.
I still want to live forever. Still want to be immortal.
You're a fucking weirdo. Actually, I guess most people probably do, right?
I have no idea, honestly. I haven't taken a fucking survey.
I think that would be an interesting question. Most people don't want to die, I guess. Is the best way to phrase it, I guess. But I don't really fucking fear death, dude. Kind of looking forward to it. Oh, Jesus.
I'm Googling it.
What? How many people want to live forever?
Yeah. Do you want to live forever? Survey reveals. No, thank you. Don't get that. All right. They asked 2,000 Americans if they wanted to live longer. Oh, and if so, how much longer would you want to live?
Survey says
only 57% said they'd want another 100 years or less.
Any of them say immortal?
Oh, here we go.
I'm thinking about 12%.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna screen share. It's like the results of it in like a nice little infographic. If you could stop aging after 25, how many more years would you want to live? Between 4% between 1 and 25 years, 9% said between 26 to 50, 20% said 51 to 75, 24% said 76 to 100, 15 said 101 to 200 years longer. So it just gets more and more ridiculous. 10% instead of 500 to 1,000. That was a big one.
All right, so anything over like the fucking 100, I'm calling immortal, dude. Just fucking.
Yeah. Only 3% said over 100,000 years.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm surprised they broke it down. That's weird.
Yeah, 60 and older were actually seemed like mostly satisfied with everything. Very few of them wanted to live lots longer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they were just like, fucking, it sucks to be alive. Fucking kill me now. Why are you waiting?
Yeah, I can't bring myself to fucking to kill myself, but I'd like to die as soon as possible.
Like I can't bring myself to kill me suicide, but you could kill me.
Yeah, seriously. I'll sign the permission slip and everything.
Like I'm saying, all you gotta do is knock me down the stairs. Come on. Loki says every night before I go to bed, I think it's my last day on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the people in his basement say, no, let us go.
Yeah, gotta have some kind of what the fuck do they call it? Like if your fucking heart stops beating, it causes something to happen. Kill Switch? No, not Kill Switch. That's not right.
Whatever it is,
Dead Man Switch. Thing.
Dead Man Switch, what you're thinking?
Yeah, probably. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Like where it opens it opens automatically and lets them all out. Because, if you're dead, you don't want to
releases poison gas and kills them all, either way.
Yeah, either way. They're no longer going to be suffering.
That would keep a bunch of people locked up in your basement for your own amusement. Like, you wouldn't really care if they lived or died once you died.
Yeah, you're not going to be the altruistic type. Like, you know what? When I die, I'd like to have them be able to go free. I'm that kind of nice guy.
Unless it would be so that everybody would know your name, like so that you'd be famous after you died, kind of thing.
Right. Make sure you tell your friends. Tell the news. Have them come over and check it out.
Yeah, I kept everything on video too. It's right over here. So when I die and you all get out of here, that's where you're going to get the video to show everybody. And
like in The Cell. Have you seen that movie, The Cell?
No.
Actually watched, dude. I actually like that movie. It's really fucking trippy, dude. It was a serial killer guy and fucking I forgot what happened to him, but basically they finally catch him and he's like in a comatose state, and they have this machine where it allows you to go into someone else's dreams, essentially.
Oh, and somebody goes into one dream.
Yeah, basically, there's
a bad idea,
right? yeah, because basically there's a chick that's still alive, or that they, are hoping is still alive.
Oh, so they're trying to find out where he is. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, you go into essentially a serial killer's dreams. So as you can imagine, it's really fucking tripped out, like a lot of super trippy fucking, visuals and shit.
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, like there's this one part where there's like a horse sitting there, like just in a room or whatever. And it's fucking, after a little bit, like a fucking alarm goes off, and like all of a sudden this thing comes down from the ceiling, like a bunch of like glass, like basically like glass, like windows or whatever, and they come down and just cut right through the horse and then spread out. So it's showing like little slices of the horse, like it's still alive. Like you can see the little heart beating, you can see the fucking arteries moving and shit. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucking trippy, dude. Yeah. If you get a chance, dude, that's actually an interesting movie. Isn't it? Jennifer Lopez, Vince Vaughn, other people. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, Loki says it kills them all. His Dead Man Switch, and then he has. They'll know his name. He has it on booking videos.
Nice. And not quickly either. Kills them over a series of 52 hours. It's a very painful death.
Oh, that's the way to go. Yeah. Not a second longer, not a second less.
How long can you torture someone constantly and still keep them alive?
Oh, let me Google that. No, I'm not really gonna. I just feel like it'd be like a fucking article about BDSM. Like it would never be any useful information.
All right. No, there was a movie where there was some guy that was supposed to be torturing somebody, and he's like, "My record is 52 hours. I'm hoping to break that with you." He was a German guy. Naturally, he was a German guy, dude.
Oh, is that fucking with the Jew bear and all that shit?
I don't think so, dude.
Oh, okay.
You mean Inglourious Bastards?
Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
No, it was way before that. I can't remember what it was, though.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah, why not? I can't remember, dude, at all.
No, I know. That's why I'm asking. I'm just being an ass. we should probably call it a night. This is getting pretty bad.
No, let's do this for like a half hour. You guess movies you think it might be, and I'll just keep saying no.
Was it the Smurfs?
All right. Surely it was a Care Bears movie, right?
Yeah, the Care Bears. All right. I think that's it. I think we're done. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. Appreciate anybody that sticks around through this fucking awful mess.
Yeah. Bye-bye.